Done did it.
Here we are. Oh shit! I got to get rid of this thing. Hold on.
You fool.
No. We're live now. So say hello, everyone. I just have
You
to
hello,
clear
everyone.
one last thing out.
Hey!
Hey.
Gerbo with the 9 months. Congratulations on your DM baby. Thank you.
Nice, Gerb. Wow.
Seriously though, much appreciated, Shelby. Thank
Just
you. Cool,
right
we
off
had
the
you
bat,
out for this long.
Going to be completely awkward.
Full-term sub here.
Yeah, the full-time sub.
That's a common joke on Twitch, okay?
I know it.
I'm hip with I'm our local youth.
I get it now.
You're the youth. Not
Yeah,
me, that's
I'm
for
the
damn sure.
youths.
Although we did get email from someone who claims to be older than me. Little did they know. Little did they know.
Fucking liar.
That's right. Little do they know. So yeah.
Been alive for like 2,000 years.
Here we are. Yeah, well, that was the joke. I said he must predate Stonehenge then. Because I was there, Gandalf. That was Chris. Yeah, it was Chris Flint, who subscribed to us for 8 months. Hello, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, he's almost full term.
Holy
He was a little premature.
There's a hype train in the works.
Dang.
Holy butts.
We didn't get those much. That's awesome.
We don't. Shit.
That is very, very cool. So I guess I will say the announcement, since Chris was someone who sent us a very nice email, but throughout last week and a little bit of the week before, we've had a chain of just like really, really nice emails and like people reaching out and being very complimentary to us about all sorts of stuff. And yeah, it's great. We love it. So thank you. Thank you all for your love and support.
Thank you for giving a gift sub, and Jayen, enjoy your gift sum from our home slice Gerbo. Thank you. What the fuck?
Hell yeah. So what else is there, Sarah? Is there anything else? Any DMs news?
I don't fucking know. We've got 2 more sessions of this before our Christmas one shot.
Yeah. So we got this session. We got another session, Christmas one shot. My thinking with 6 seasons Sartar is we probably have 3 more sessions. Then we will wrap it up. And then we'll move on to our next game.
Yeah, so
which we can announce if you want. That's up to the GM because it's not going to be me.
I think we've said it like 100 times already, but
okay.
Next game is going to be a stint in the mythic world of Vaesen. I'll be running a game of Vaesen for these folks. It's going to be a medium game, probably like 10, 12-ish sessions. We're going to do a couple mysteries, give you guys a good tour of this wonderful and delightful system out by Free League Press. It's super cool. I love it a lot. It has lots of great opportunities for role-playing. It's very narrative-driven. And dark, and you can bet that we're going to get Folkari up in here.
Yeah, spooky!
And we're going to be doing the Mythic written book. So all of our British viewers have the opportunity to make complete fun of us because we're going to get everything wrong about what actually Britain is actually like. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
One of the things I like about that book is it gives you permission to get everything wrong. It's like, this is a fantasy version.
Well, yeah, the thing I like about it too is like I haven't read
like anachronisms are a feature.
Yes, it's just like it's kind of set in like the 1800s, but that's whatever. Like that's whenever you want, and it's cool because when you're running historical games, like I ran,
with as many or few anachronisms as your little heart desires.
Yeah. Hey, we just hit the hype train. That's awesome.
Yeah, because my homeboy Max just subscribed for fucking 11 months. That's almost a year,
cool.
My dude.
Damn.
Thank you.
Damn.
That's so fucking awesome. Thank you.
Damn. No, so what I was just saying, though, Sarah was in a Gaslight Cthulhu campaign I ran. And
my sweet Dr. Louisa.
It was Dr. Louisa. And I know running that personally, like, because like when I run real world stuff, I tend to get like very obsessive over details. It's probably why I like RuneQuest so much too. But I was very much like, okay, like if this is going to be a thing, like, was this actually like, did this happen in this year? And like, I mean, obviously there's stuff that just you're wrong about, but I always would like circle back just to find out on my own because I'm such a history nerd that I like want to know. Like I was telling Amber, because I gave her some books that might be useful for her running of the game.
Materials.
And one of the things I learned, I wrote a Gaslight system adventure for Call of Cthulhu that's on Drive Through RPG actually. Sins of Saint Sonara. And
Gerbo says they can tease us for wacky takes and mispronunciation.
yeah, well, I mean, they already do, so it'll just be more of it.
Are we all gonna do British accents, you guys?
I will.
Hey, or Irish, Scottish, or Welsh.
I'm down. I'm down.
Because my accent that I do, it's Aoife's accent. You all know it. It's a mix of 5 different vaguely British accents.
Yeah, nobody does a true British accent because they have like regional dialects too, like we do in America, but we just don't realize that. We just think everyone's like, speaks the Queen's own English. Yeah. So anyway,
Jess is gonna have a thick Boston accent. I'm from Liverpool.
Park the car.
Oh my goodness! I actually haven't done a Boston accent really. I did New York.
I a lot of times just slip into a New York accent on my own, like when I'm trying to do another accent.
Yeah, weird. Me too.
Yeah.
So you're from. Like you've lived in New York,
but I was upstate though, so it's like not really like. I mean, yes, but no.
To New York.
Yeah, I don't know why it happens either. Any accent that I'm trying to do, eventually I just lose it, and I'm in New York. Like,
but like a Jewish person in New York, it's also that.
Well, that's a great accent,
it's
though.
Like
I mean, let's
Jewish
be honest.
New York accent. It's great.
That's the epitome of New York accents, though. It's either Italian New York or Jewish New York. Those
are your
two variants.
I do the Italian. That's we'll have the full brace of New York accents.
Oh gosh.
Jewish, Italian, and Bostonian.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. In England.
In England, all of the Northeast will be covered.
I think that's the only announcement.
Yeah, that's it. So okay. So what do we?
2 minutes of digressions later.
That's okay. Digressions are good.
Maybe my cat will show up tonight. That's the only other important thing I have. What?
Anyone want to recap?
I will, but I'm chewing one moment.
Take your time. What are you eating?
I love how Kent's like, no.
Oh yeah, cat watch is afoot. She's currently hiding under her cat tree for some reason. She likes it there, but hopefully she will come to bed.
Last episode of RuneQuest. Our heroes were summoned by various runners, as they often are now, to the Great Hall. And the runners looked sort of concerned. So everybody swiftly assembled at the Great Hall, only to find that Gorningar, our chief, had guests. Very, very esteemed guests. There was a series of introductions made, some more humble than others.
Conqueror of Death.
Conqueror of Death. That is how Kymri started off. And I'm just like, well, fuck me. Okay. But it's okay. Like, hey, I turn into a wolf sometimes.
He was the least important. That's okay.
Yeah, he went first. That's right.
We set the bar real low at Conqueror of Death when introducing our group. And then the guests introduced themselves. And as they varyingly became more and more important, we've got like some very impressive warriors, a scholar of Lancre Mai, high-ranking Earth Priestess, and fucking Kalir Starbrow, the Prince of Sartar.
The whole ass prince.
The whole fucking prince was there.
The fresh Prince of Sartar.
Turns out we were not subtle. Turns out we were not subtle about our sweet hand tattoos and our nifty dragon orb. And Kalir was like, "You're gonna take me to that temple that you found," and we were like, "Okay." We had kind of one night of feasting and hanging out and chatting with some of these fucking badass seasoned adventurers as possibly the next generation of adventurers.
Not possibly by this point.
I mean, we could die.
I guess.
Had a few conversations with them and each other and stuff, and then headed out to lead Kalir Starbrow and company to the bronze temple with the dragon newt symbol on it that we had found a few episodes ago, where we had gotten our cool friend. I want to call him Dave, even though Dave is the brown gravy dragon and ours is the rainbow dragon.
It is Shavashak.
Shavashak, yeah.
Shavashak.
We got our new dragon bud, our new very sus dragon bud.
Here, let me spell it in chat, Jess, because I have it written down.
We reached the cliff face where the doors had once been to find them very much not there. Bryn, while we were holding our hands up like idiots in front of it, walked up to it and touched it, and the door appeared and opened for us. It would not allow Kalir and company in, only us. So after the opposite of a pep talk, which is basically like everything in the world is important right now and everything's riding on you, and don't be any of the things that you are to succeed. And I was like, yes, great, cool.
It was like, you can have no desires. You can want nothing in this world. So want nothing in this world.
Yeah, it's like, don't be emotional, they say to the group of 16-year-olds.
No problem.
Like, here, just jump into this wood chipper.
So with our confidence thoroughly destroyed, we entered the temple with much trepidation, Bryn in the lead.
We should talk about also why they want the dragon.
She wants to collect all the pieces of the dragon to destroy the Crimson Bat and the Lunar Empire. We need to up our firepower.
Yeah, so because the dragon Shavashak is just a piece of himself. He's not a full true dragon. The Empire of Worm's friends and other people broke him apart, and there are other parts of him scattered about, almost as if someone should go find them in an epic quest at some point. I don't know.
Together. Broken apart almost as if it would be terrible for the world if they were ever put together.
Like maybe they were hidden away for a reason, but hey, Kalir's like, I have a weapon. We're going to get it, and we're going to smack the crap out of the bat with it.
Nothing can go wrong. I mean, that was my first thought with the bat and the dragon anyway. When we went into the temple, I was like, this could kill the bat.
Gordanger's right. Rue thinks like a leader.
We should also mention the bat is very, very close.
Yes,
the bat
has come into Sartar at this point and has been ravaging the countryside. The thought being that it's
people.
Eventually going to go to Whitewall because there's a siege going on at Whitewall, which is the last fortress of Orlanthe Kings, and which is the pretty much a big last stand sort of thing.
It's also where like Kent's mom is.
Yes, Kent's mom standing there with Broyan, who is Broyan is considered the last
Yes,
Vingotling.
that's right. That's Kara's mom, not his actual mom.
But Kent's mom too.
Kent's mom's also there. That is Raz Fox just made a brilliant Dune reference, and I love him for them.
Earlier I don't know the song, so I cannot.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look it up. I saw that
the
too.
Hot take, yeah. I don't know the song, but I'm very curious now.
Google it, Gen Zer, you Zoomer, find it for us.
Fuck you. Fine, I will. Raz Fox is her.
I saw it. Thank you. All right, so we'll let Sarah do that real quick, and then we'll get started.
I'm not going to be able to play it on stream. I'm just going to send it to you guys.
Distract you. That's all. Trying to be considerate. God.
He will not return the favor tonight.
There we go. That way we can give it a sick listen later.
Heck yeah. Okay, so with the speech of Olorant in the background of your back of your mind, which was the parable of the rich man and the slave who went on a boat and only the slave survived because he had nothing to attach him to the world, and the reminder that the draconic way, the draconic method of thinking is that our actions and our desires attach us to the world, and we do not want to be attached to the world. You re-enter the temple, leaving main character syndrome Kalir and her friends outside.
Okay. Fuck.
We walk in. Does it look the same?
So if you remember when you walked in initially, there was a you go down a small hallway and it's carved with like dragons. There's like dragons in the water, dragons in the sky, dragons do all sorts of stuff. There are pillars. It's a square room in which there are pillars, which are dragons. There's kind of a motif going on here. In the middle was the green stone.
No longer
Jade.
There. Yes.
Jade. No, that's there.
Oh, it is there.
The orb was actually floating over it when you found it. That's still there. And in each corner, there are vents that kind of like spit heat out. So it's a very, very hot room. And right across from you, right across on the other side, was a bronze door with like an Ouroboros.
Yep, that Kyrie's melted his hands on.
And it's, you can still feel the heat emanating off of that door. What do you do?
Seems like we're starting the same way we did the last time. I don't know that we're going to have different results.
I mean, this time we have a friend.
And does Bryn say, is this like in character, or is this y'all just talking?
This is in character.
No, it's in character.
Okay, all right.
Friend.
At which point you hear the friend's voice in your heads, all of you. I shall guide you.
Marisa
as much as I can.
Her bag and pulls out the orb, takes its little scarf off and puts her scarf in the bag.
Did we miss a piece last time?
Place thy hand, holding the mark upon the door.
So, yes.
Well, we didn't have it last time.
Yes, correct. You didn't have it last time.
We didn't. That's right.
Is it like a one-person thing? Is it like a
you could all do it if you want.
Thing?
It's big enough. It's a big-ass door. They're double doors. I mean, you can all do it if you want.
Wasn't sure.
We should all scorch our weapon hands.
Totally.
It's your left hand. It's your left hand.
Yeah,
it's your left hand.
It's not on our main hand.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm left-handed. I am a werewolf.
Whoa.
Truth.
We just
Truth.
switched. Did we? No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we did. Jess is just gone. What the hell happened?
I'm gone?
Yeah, you're not like on the thing anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Now again. Like
you
I've
touched the door
myself.
first. You're gone.
How am I here twice?
Your second camera is.
Jess got a lot uglier. Okay, I will handle this. Hold on.
Well, you're dead. You touched the door and you're dead.
Your hand is raised for some reason.
You fucking boomer!
He's
You
putting
know
his hand
the
on the
raise
door
hand
also.
button on Zoom.
Oh, I did.
Don't even know where it is.
I don't know. I don't even know how I did that.
Fucking boomer!
Fuck off! I gotta get her back on the thing first. Hold on.
I don't actually know how to raise hands.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to do it. Didn't even have this thing up. So
yeah,
there's a way.
It's under reactions.
You're
there
like the
is.
people in my meetings that accidentally turn on their cameras. Like puts it all hands.
We all raise our hands to signify
Raz Fox,
placing them upon
goodbye
the door.
forever, Jess. You were yeeted into the dragon realm.
There we go. Giving up all mortal attachment.
Yeah, you are now
Brain's
unattached.
just gone. Oh, fuck.
What the fuck? What am I doing?
Oh my god, that was in my head.
My single brain cell is just getting passed around.
I didn't know that these reactions were here. One of them is open mouth, and we can use that for evil.
Yes, we can.
Amber.
We absolutely can.
Amber.
My god.
Well, it is.
I don't know what these
Fenris,
do.
there is nothing in Zoom chat right now other than me spelling the dragon's name and the link to that song. This is not one of our normal spicy Zoom chats where you want to see what's in it.
Fenris.
No, they can't see it now. What are you gonna type? Oh my god.
Oh. I was wondering if it would rearrange us like the raised hand did, but I guess
no, just the raised
you
hand.
guys just raised my eggplant and I'm leaving it up there.
Just raised my eggplant.
It disappeared.
What happened? I missed it. It's not in the chat. Whatever. Okay.
No, it was just an eggplant emoji appeared on her screen.
Real quick, it was the first eggplant.
It might actually be cut off because we're in bubbles, maybe.
It could be, yeah.
Great.
It appears in the corner.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Jess. Can't believe you've done this.
I didn't do anything.
It's Christian's fault.
Is your laptop plugged in?
Yes.
It is, yeah. Okay. All right. We're back. All right.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so nobody yeets off into the dragon realm.
Not yet.
But you all place your left hands on the door, and as you put it get up to the door, you can feel like the heat coming off of it, and you're all like, oh god, it's like, getting ready to touch something hot, and you don't want to do it. Your body's telling you not to, but when you put your hands on the door, it's just like pleasantly to the touch. It's a warm, heavy bronze door, and between all of you pushing, especially Descara and Rue, even though Rue's kind of skinny, it's pretty easy to just open it.
I'm just tall.
And so they open inward pretty effortlessly, considering the time that they have been here, which is quite a long time. And darkness lies behind. Pitch darkness.
And where are you leading us to?
What is sought lies deeper in the temple.
Sought by us or sought by them?
Sought by your prince.
Oh, okay.
Which you were sent in to get, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was in the orb, but I guess we're...
He's not floating around you. He's in your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it was like pitch black, Christian?
It's pitch black.
Arisa's gonna activate the light spell in her little bracelet.
Hell yeah. Okay. So,
she's a light in the darkness.
Light pops up, and you can see this is much dustier and cobwebbier and grosser. Then this room was a little bit like that, but this one is like worse. It seems like spackling and stuff is like falling off the walls, but you can see the darkness and rubble leads in deeper. In just a one straight path in.
Okay, we keep going.
Start down the path, but I'm keeping an eye out for traps. Like weird vents in the walls, tripwires, strange things in the ceiling.
Give me a search check.
I don't trust fucking men.
Are you moving ahead of us, or are you just looking by eye?
Were you trying to stay in the lead? He doesn't like cut anyone off, but he's staying close to the front.
I'm not trying to stay in the lead. She's probably just walking with purpose, but she's also not like fighting to.
Okay. Nah.
Would you like to reroll?
Nah. If I die, I
die. Everything appears fine. You go. It's really just a shorter hallway until it opens up into another square room. This one has suffered a partial collapse of the ceiling. So there's some rubble. I will say, because you specifically said you're searching, Rue, not because you rolled well, because I'm not going to ask what you rolled. I could tell by your face it wasn't good. But you're the first to spot. You're the first to spot some tattered, like red cloth. And then you look a little closer once it comes to the light, and you see a skeleton kind of lying like half buried at the edge of the collapse.
Oh, I wonder if the collapse is... I am curious about the red cloth. Skeleton, like dry skeleton, like this thing has been here for hundreds of years, dry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Old dusty bones.
Gotta tug at the cloth. It might disintegrate in my hands. I don't know.
Absolutely does. It was some sort of very ornate robe that the skeleton was dressed in, but it just like instantly just like crumbles in your hands.
Yeah, it's too fucked up. Okay. Not gonna see any insignia on that.
Nope. The only way, this is a square room. The only way out is another off to your right as you've come in. Looks like a tunnel leading down deeper. Steps.
Are we heading down?
It's the only other way to go. So
I ask our friend. I mean, if it wants me and Descara to do manual labor for the next how long? All right, I will take the turn.
You come down into this is a little more rectangle than the square room. It's a little longer, arched ceilings. The dragon motif runs true throughout all of this. And this room is, it looks like very, very old, like crumbled, but what were at one point like sleeping mats on the floor. Almost like a dormitory for monks. And you see here, actually, yeah, there are two more skeletons just kind of like sitting in the corner, like like the mummified monks, how they like entomb themselves, like just sitting there like they were meditating.
Were you worshipped here?
I was imprisoned here.
So these are jailers, not acolytes.
Both in a way.
Thought they were acolytes, probably.
I'm gonna kind of look at one of the skeletons more closely, see if they're wearing any metal adornments or anything that would have held up over time.
These guys, no. They're again. It was a red robe. Looking at it, it's very, very. It's fallen apart. It's been here. If off the top of my head, I think EWF would be at least 500 years ago, probably more. Predates the Red Goddess, so it's a long ass time. So these were red robes. They look like they were very, very well adorned with maybe probably some cloth of gold thread at some point. So you can see a little bit, like if you want to dust it off, a little bit of flash in there, but no metal adornments on them.
Were these people entrapped in here with you?
When the dragons returned, I sealed the temple. They were here.
Were you hiding from one of them?
From whom?
The dragons.
No, I sealed it for as I felt that you have heard the tales of the Empire of Worm's friends. What your tattooed friend outside told you was correct. They sought our secrets and they sought our magic, but they did not detach from wanting things. And that want of power was what caused their downfall. And when I sealed the temple, it was to protect myself from others who would use me.
All right. He'll stand again and head toward one of the other passageways.
Sure. And again, only one way out. Goes to a very long, almost like very thin room with there are stone benches just along the walls. And really nothing else in there. To leaving it, there's, I'll just say, one way north and one way south. For lack of a better, you're not quite sure which direction, but you can go up or you can go down on the map. Going down, if you will, you smell a very acrid smell, and you get like this stinging almost in the back of your throats when you're standing by that hallway.
The other one first.
Okay. It takes you, and it splits off. It takes you to a T that splits off.
Are we able to see anything further down either one?
You can take a peek. You can kind of shine your light down a little further. So looking down both of them, they look pretty much identical in that they fairly empty chambers. Looks like what might have been just like meditation mats or something on the floor. The walls are decorated with, again, very, very ornate carvings. The paint, at one point in time, that must have been like very, very colorful, but the paint and stuff is worn off over time. But you can see, looking at it, some stuff that you would probably consider sacrilegious. So, for instance, there's one fresco that it's Ernalda, but she's in relations with a dragon. But the dragon bears the runes of Orlanth, but it's a dragon.
Interesting.
We're all just staring at it like, huh?
Sorry.
All right. Yes.
Oh, hey! I wasn't laughing. I was laughing at fucking Fenris in chat. God damn it.
I missed something entirely.
Dragon
Fenris
porn,
in
yeah.
chat
Dragon
just
porn
said,
on the walls, yeah.
Dragon porn on the walls?
And Raz Fox is like the dream of a fisherman's wife, but a dragon, which is pretty much accurate. Yeah, if you've never seen the Japanese painting Dream of a Fisherman's Wife, it's something to see.
It's something.
It's something. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna look around for the. You said it looks like a meditation room or something. Are there any bodies
It looks
in
like
here?
if you look down both of them, they look pretty similar. I mean, it's those sorts of frescoes. The frescoes, other ones, I would say,
What is a fresco?
carving
Painting on
into
a
the
wall.
walls.
Yeah.
Actually, like carvings into the walls.
Gotcha.
So so into the best example I could think of is like on like Hindu temples. They always have them on the outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of like the gods or goddesses like doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
As a matter of fact, this one has in Burma, they have ones of the gods and goddesses like fucking in all sorts of ways, right? And the idea was like, did you leave that stuff on the outside when you go into the temple because it's a sacred place? That's what I've been told anyway. But this is like, these frescoes are similar, but it's like your gods and dragons.
Interesting. I love how we're looking at all these frescoes and we all just kind of stop and stand in front of the spicy sacrilegious one for a minute, huh?
Yeah. No, there are more like that. That's just the one that like, yeah, there are more like that.
Oh wow, there's a lot of dragon fucking. This room makes me feel uncomfortable.
There's a lot of dragon fucking.
I love chat right now. They're making me very happy right now.
Yeah, it is.
Do a lap around both rooms, just see if we're missing anything.
Is the other one very similar?
The fucking for clues.
Do they both have?
Both of them have that. Okay.
Okay.
And then both of them lead, there's only one exit from both of them, and it leads and they kind of loop back around. And where they meet, there's an arch in the wall. And that arch is just, basically like a doorway. And the doorway is just, it looks like just pure black stone, like obsidian, almost like you could see yourself in it. But it's also like rippling like water.
Oh.
Is there any heat coming off of it?
No.
If I touch it, is it like cool?
It's somewhat cool when you touch it. And when you
reflecting?
It reflects you guys, yeah. You can see yourselves in it.
Is the rippling reflected off of something?
Nope.
Are we headed through the portal? This guy was like, "I'll guide you," and he's been quiet.
When you're there, because he was embarrassed about the dragon fucking probably. She just wanted to get that part like he wanted to be like out of the way. Okay, it's just like you've seen his porn collection. Now he's like, okay, we've put past that. It's like just ignore those. This is like his version of like this is the room
this is his monster fucking like so. You got a thing for Nalda, and he's like, "Shut up."
Except he was the one who was leading us, so it's also like he took us there on purpose.
Well, they were all. It's just
he could have easily said left, like
left. You would have seen that regardless of which way you went. It's just
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Is unavoidable.
Yes,
that's fair.
So anyway, you think that, gee, Shabashek's not being very helpful as you're standing there looking at your reflections in this wall, and you hear him again in your minds. All of you hear this, and it says, "This is the beginning of the test. Where the end meets the beginning, where Ouroboros swallows its tail, neither light nor darkness, law nor chaos, knower or the known, here the path of right action winds. After fire meets water, life meets death, and male meets female, comes the silence of the void. Here the path of right action winds. In the breath before the word is spoken, in the moment before the choice is chosen, here is the mirror of infinity. Here's a path that right action winds. You must step through and be tested. You must remember our actions tie us to the world. I will meet you on the other side."
Is he gone?
I mean, he's never really gone.
Bryn's gonna offer her hand to Rue.
Aw. Okay.
Oh my god, he's gonna take her hand. Now he's really scared. That freaked him out more than anything just now.
Fucking failed the test already.
Failure, get out.
But Bryn's also gonna offer her other hand to oh my god, why am I blanking on her name? Arissa.
Oh, she'll take it. It's her girl.
I'm just gonna jump in right now, discard, and say
Yes,
Kymrese just kind of
Scarborough.
looks at you. Yeah.
Grace like,
Except he looks way up.
Rue's gonna grab his bestie's hand even if he doesn't want to.
yeah, Kymrese is on the other side of Discara.
Wait,
Nope, Arissa.
yeah, I was like, are
Put
we
that
just gonna
hand
be a
in your
circle now?
pocket, motherfucker?
Well, no, because it's like, yeah, because it's
Yeah, because
Arissa, Arissa, Bryn, Rue, Discara, Kymrese, right?
Yep.
No?
Kymrese holding Arissa's hand.
Oh, well, yeah.
You're at the other end. Yeah, that's where we're going. We've got height. It's perfect. The height goes right.
Wait, no, it's not.
Not exactly.
Oh
Arissa's
shit!
like a
yep,
little-
yep, you're bummed.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, because I'm taller than Kymrese.
Yeah.
We nervously spend a few minutes holding hands.
So you awkwardly and nervously hold hands in this ancient dragon temple, surrounded by dragon porn, and
This feels like the opposite of the test.
Fuck the test.
and establish connections to each other. And then you
Just laugh nervously. On 3? Wait, can we all fit through? Sebas probably not.
yeah, you can. Why not?
1.
Bryn's gonna jump in at 2.
2. Gah! Just kept buzzing.
You go in and you all get the sensation of like diving into a very, very deep pool of water. And Arissa,
Yeah.
you have a vision. It's not like you've been initiated. You've had it's not like that sort of vision. You know, you're still standing in this tunnel, but you're having a vision. Okay.
Okay.
You're walking through this village and you're just stepping over the sick and the dying. And you see in the middle of the village, there's just a pile of corpses, but no one is well enough to light the pyre for them. This village is a plague-ridden village. But you hear just some coughing and ragged breathing from a hut.
She's gonna go and take a look.
You find a middle-aged woman, gray hair, just glistening with sweat from a deep fever. Her body's just covered with pustules. She's had a blanket on her, but she's cast it off as she's just thrashed about. She's delirious with fever. In her hand, she's clutching a corn doll, like a doll made out of cornstarch. If you want to give me a worship roll for Shalana Arroy,
Yeah.
With that?
Did
Yep.
you just say cornstarch?
cornstalks.
Stalks,
I might have said
okay.
cornstarch. Stork. What? Fuck, you're fucking me up. Stop.
Corn storage.
Cornstarch.
I get you. I understand.
Cornstalk.
Winnie,
Cornstalks.
no, I
Damn it.
Stalks,
I
I
need
got
to
you.
roll these, baby girl. Can you
A
sit in your bed like
corn
a good girl? Thank you.
Delicious.
All right, Win. Bless my dice, baby.
Aw,
Thank
Wow.
you.
cute.
What the fuck, Winnie? You failed me for the last
Troy
time.
is
The
livid
black
right now.
cat brings
I love it. Yeah,
doom.
Troy is out saving people right now. He can't be with us.
Oh yeah, you can't be here for the corn. Yeah, no, my cat fucked me up, Christian.
Do you want to re-roll? What did you roll?
I rolled an 84.
Okay. She's got a corn doll in her hand. You're like, oh, what a cute little doll. But she's sick as fuck.
Yeah.
You know you have the magic within you to heal her. You know if you don't, she doesn't have much longer. You have a reroll right now too if you want.
God damn it, Max. All right,
Yeah.
just because I know. I did worse. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Girls meant to die.
Yeah. No, there was just a little tidbit of lore there, but
Mm.
That's
people who
fair.
know RuneQuest will know about the corn doll.
Her problem is she has too much oxygen. You solve it with a pillow.
Do not, Max. Do not.
No, don't. It's not that important, Max.
Somebody begged. All right. But yeah, no, she will kind of kneel down next to her and very gently take her hand and just kind of hold it in between both of her hands and just kind of quietly whisper a prayer to Shalon and Roy and try and have her magic go through and heal this woman.
Okay. The magic goes through. It takes effect. You heal her. And she survives. Your attachment to the world prevents you from passing on to the temple. You find yourself standing on the other side of the door. And when you stand on the other side of the door, you get a vision. You've healed the woman. She thanks you and she leaves. But she's unable to cope with the loss of everything she's known her entire family. You realize that the corn doll turned upside down is actually an idol of Malia. People use it to pray to her for supplication, to keep her away, to keep from getting sick. Eventually, the grief and the trauma of this woman's loss leads to her idolizing Maya, and she finds her priesthood. She joins it, and she spreads so much disease and death throughout the world because of the choice and the attachment you made. Kymrese, this is Amber, because you're playing him tonight since he's not here.
Be weird. Okay.
Kymrese, you find yourself walking through the veil.
Christian, you're a robot again, buddy.
Okay, it's probably just in Zoom, but bear with me, chat. I just have to unplug this for a second. Hold on. It's my mic. I don't know why it does it. It's because I'm a boomer.
No sound.
Now I have nothing. Oh, how we go?
Okay.
How am I doing now?
You're back.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool. And I'm good at chat. I see because I see the thing going up and down. Okay. Kymrese, you're walking through the veil. And you're walking, particularly where the sheep and pens are, and you hear this horrific crying and screaming of pain coming from one of the pens.
I will feel for my rock in my pocket. Do I have it?
You do.
I'll lift the rock out and glance at it for a moment, and then look ahead and go investigate.
You go into the pens, and most of the sheep have shuffled over to one side of the pen to stay away from what's happening on the other side, which is a birth. But every one of you has grown up around animals. You know, you've seen animals give birth. There's something
We've all
abnormal.
pulled calves out of cows before.
This is abnormal. This sheep is it's just a ton of pain and it's bleeding and it's screaming. Something very unnatural is happening here. And you see as it gives birth to this thing that falls out in the dirt of the pen and just kind of writhes around in its own afterbirth and tears its way out of it. It's a brew. An infant brew. This is how brew perpetuate their own species. They rape animals and they're born, and the brew will run off into the woods and hopefully find other brew. But this thing is this infant chaos beast, the little sheep, but with human hands and feet, warped. It's got two eyes on one side and one on the other, just crawling around in its own afterbirth, kind of mewling, helpless, repulsive, disgusting. It's a brew. It's chaos.
Is the mother dead?
The mother sheep, is terrified but alive. She takes off with the other sheep on the other side.
And they move away from it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will approach the brew.
Okay.
And look down at it. It's clearly breathing because it's making sounds and stuff. How large is it?
I don't know, foot or so long.
I will pick it up.
Okay. It's really gross and slimy.
Are its eyes opened?
Yes. They look at you with an odd intelligence.
What do you want?
Can't speak. Only makes a noise.
I think I'll look again toward the sheep kind of huddled at the other end of the paddock. They look afraid.
Terrified. They're just backing away from this chaos thing.
I will draw my dagger. And I am going to cut its throat.
Put it out of its misery. Your attachment to the world prevents you. You fail the test. You find yourself standing with Arisha in the hallway.
We're all gonna fail, guys. This is gonna
you have a vision. The brew, had you let it live, would have crawled off into the woods. They grow very, very rapidly. It would have looked for others of its kind. It would have never found any. It would have wandered alone and friendless in the mountains until it met someone who didn't care what it looked like, a blind priest of the White Lady, who would have taught him the healing arts. He would have become a great healer. But the world is deprived of that because Kymrese could not let go of his hatred.
This is like great.
You find yourself on a battlefield. You're fighting with the rebels. You've ambushed a lunar convoy, and you've been successful. The dead are littered all around on this roadside. You know that you can hear the sounds of your fellows chasing off survivors. You're just here for a moment. You must have paused among the carnage. And you're just kind of walking amongst the slain, and you hear from the bush some very soft sobbing.
I'll go towards it.
Okay. You go and you see hiding in the bush someone very close to your age, barely past his manhood rights, mid-teen. He's dressed in a lunar tabard, red, high-wrap sandals. He does have a kopis sword on him, but he doesn't look like he was a warrior. Maybe he was just a shield bearer or something like that. But he's just huddled. He was huddled behind the bush. He must have hidden when his friends were slaughtered. And he sees you coming, and he pulls out the sword and is just shaking in his hands, and he holds it up.
Can I knock it out of his hands?
You know you can kill this guy like easily if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna knock the sword out of his hands and just say, "What are you doing here? Did you abandon the battle?"
I just, the arrows started coming in, and there was shouting, and I didn't know what to do. I just hid.
What will you do now?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm so far from home.
Your friends are dead. You're far from home.
Yes.
Do you remain loyal to the Lunars?
I was here because my father thought it would be a good idea for me.
Well, your father isn't here now, so what would you like to do?
Not be here and live.
Will you join the rebel cause?
Jesus.
Wow. I'm not much of a fighter, but if you don't kill me, I'll see what I can do.
I'll take him back as prisoner.
Jesus, friend.
Hostage?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a tricky one.
I am gonna fight for him to join a village or like do something. Not get like what's it called? Traded back or like
so you just gotta like
bribed, not bribed. It's the one with the exchange
ransom back. Yeah. So all right, no, you take him as a hostage. We'll stop there. Technically, hate Lunar was what I was going at because that's what you have. You didn't just up and kill him, so I would say that you overcame that passion.
I feel like that's not due to a lack of hate so much as a abundance of gullibility. Like, obviously, anybody will promise anything if they think you're going to kill them if they say the wrong
answer. You pass on a technicality, Bryn.
You passed, but just barely. You're rolling in here with the 66.
Had he been fighting in the war, like I would have killed him, but he like ran away and he was like in the woods. Will I trust him with anything important? No.
Hey, C's get degrees.
That's right. That's right. Yes, chat. Behold my Lunar shirt. You have a Lunar running the game, my friends.
Fucking bat.
And canonically, there is a brew healer in the Rockwood Mountains. That I just yoinked that one right out of everything lore. So. Yeah, so Bryn, you overcame your hatred, barely, but you overcame it, which is kind of like still on character. So you get the nod on this one.
Shit.
Yeah.
She's gonna be the only one who passes.
Right.
Maybe.
Descara.
Oh boy.
You find yourself back home in the Vale, and you're on the creek. By the creek, and you're just kind of watching your siblings and having a good time. Everyone's kind of splashing around in the water, running around as your siblings do. But you see one of them, and you know how like in a dream where like like people are like people in your dreams represent something, but you're not like, oh, that's my brother so and so. It's just kind of like this vague thing. You just know that this is one of your brothers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily one of your brothers, but you know that it is, right? You see him, he's climbed up a tree, and he's like kind of like inching out higher, farther and farther over the stream on one of those very thin branches. What do you do?
I'm going to let him continue what he's doing until he actually needs help.
Okay.
I'm going to start taking your shoes off.
Because lessons need to be learned one way or another.
Sure. So you let him inch out, and eventually, Big Brother is right. The branch snaps, and he falls. You can attempt to catch him if you want. We will make a roll for this. I would say, let me look at this thing here. I'm going to say, just because I'm not quite sure what to use, I'm going to say use your dodge roll. It's kind of in reverse. Instead of like getting out of someone's way, you're trying to get into it, but it's the same concept. So
dodge into the ball.
Dodge into the guy, dodge under him to catch him.
All right.
Yeah.
Got it. Got a 44 out of 63.
You manage to get under him. He lands right on you. You both kind of smack into the water pretty hard. You mess up your back with a couple of round rocks. He kind of smacks his hand hard and cuts it.
River rocks.
Yeah, river rocks. But all in all, he's okay. And you were a little detached from the situation and your love of the family. You didn't kind of you didn't put a pillow under his ass. So you get to pass on.
Woo!
And you have a vision. I have to go do Bryn's in a second, but you have a vision that because I forgot to do yours, Bryn. I'm sorry. He learned that lesson, just like what you said. He learned a lesson that time to be cautious. And as years go by, he eventually becomes a chief, and he becomes very renowned for his prudence because he doesn't take unnecessary risks because he learned that lesson when he was young. Bryn, the end of your vision, because of the decision he made, he lives, but he has to live with his own cowardice. So, probably worse than you killing him.
Shameful life.
The shameful life of a coward. Rue.
Hey.
You're in the woods. A place you've spent a lot of time. And you're looking down on the Vale, and you're looking down into the grounds kind of outside of the main hall where the Fjord practices the militia. But that's also where all the feasts happen. And you find yourself in summertime. And it's a beautiful, beautiful fire season day. And you can see people down there are setting up for a feast. Children are laughing and playing and running. And you look around and you see all your, again, it's that dream sort of thing. You don't recognize faces. You don't see people you know, but you know that this is your family and your loved ones, right? Or at least is what it symbolizes. And you see, as you look around, you see a little child kind of playing off on his own, kind of a little further away from the group, closer to the woods. And you look further deeper into the woods, and you see a wolf stalking closer to the child.
Do I recognize the wolf too?
No. These are just, they're your family. It's a wolf. It's not people or things you know necessarily.
I am going to. How close is the wolf to the kid compared to me to the kid? Like, what am I working with intercepting range wise?
If you hustle, you can get there first. And you can also, if you want, I'll give you an insight own species roll for both of them if you want.
Hell yeah.
Because they're both his species.
Hell yeah. I'm bad at this roll.
You have rerolls.
Insight. There it is. Oh, I got a 2 on one of them. I didn't determine which one that fucking was first. I'm going to say it's the wolf because I'm more concerned to figure out the wolf's intentions.
So you are a wolf, and you spend a lot of time around wolves, and you know how wolves hunt. You've hunted with them, even though sometimes you don't remember those hunts. You still have the experience in your bones, and you also have the ancestral memory of every hunt that all the wolves have ever been on. And he isn't stalking the kid to eat him. There's almost a swish. You detect a swish in his tail. It's almost more playful.
Oh, thank God. I am going to stay where I am, but I'm going to let out a big loud howl. Give him a what's up. Let him know I'm here.
Right. You do that, and the kid looks at you, and the wolf pounces on the kid, but just like is licking him and like rolling around, and the kid's just laughing. And the people in the fjord kind of look up and they see it and they laugh. And out of the woods, more wolves come, and they join in the feast. The groups came together. The groups came together. And that fear of what you are, you overcame. So you pass on.
Oh shit, I can work together with myself.
I'm just gonna go get a fucking snack, I guess.
That's okay. You and Kymreese are alone.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Hey.
Of course, Troy is not here to roleplay.
Surrounded by porn.
No, so mad.
Yeah.
We can always do a flashback or something.
Yeah. Troy's like, Kymreese is like, what do you think of this one?
Just hanging out in the dragon porn room.
How do you think two people do this?
You're making up stories about how these scenes
how these things happen.
Right.
She's
You're writing.
Or now they needed her plumbing fixed. Yeah, all right.
Meanwhile, Arisa's like, I don't understand how the anatomy, because the spine only goes so far, and she's just thinking in medical terms the entire time.
That's awesome. Those of you who've passed, mark something new on your character sheet. Under skills, add Draconic Consciousness 1%.
Oh shit.
1%.
Kent, don't do that yet. We're going to talk a little bit more. Just make a note of it, but we'll talk a little more off screen. Okay.
Okay. Gonna make a note.
Kent, Mr. has illumination.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Different stuff going on. Yeah.
Yay.
So, Rue, Bryn, Des, find yourself. You have the feeling of Draconic Consciousness, Kung Fu Fenris. Yeah, you've had this feeling of like diving through a deep pool, but then coming out on the other side, and you find yourself in this big round chamber. And there's a dome ceiling, and there are columns that are stone dragons.
Is there light?
Yes. There is a strange glow that permeates the thing.
Only Arisa's bracelet has made it through.
No, it is the glow of the warmth and kindness of EGM.
Okay. Just fills the room.
It fills the room.
Bitch with the glow bracelet fucking fail.
Yes. And if you look around, looking on the floor, it's very smooth, like marble. And it's a map of Glorantha. At least what you think is Glorantha. You do know a little bit about the world around you. You might have seen a map or two if you've gone to Boldholm.
Does it look like old, new, present?
Give me a history roll if you want.
I'm going to look to my friends first and be like, are you all right?
No, yeah, I do that too. History?
Where's Arisa and Kymers?
It seems like they
Homeland Lore. I would
could not
call it.
Let go of their connection.
Are they okay? I'm saying to the dragon.
To the dragon.
Fox. Retroactive failure. You just get sucked into the
I know, right? Like, are they okay?
Something comes.
Luckily, my strongest attachment was to my anxiety.
Wow,
as you
really?
asked that, yeah, basically that was Rue's anxiety that she fought with. It was his own nature. As you ask that question, Rue, you all hear Shavashak in your head. They are unharmed. They just await on the other side. They did not overcome their attachments.
Well, they're young.
I judge them not.
Says the child about the other children. Rue's like,
So what did you roll, Jess?
Oh, I got a 63. That is a fail.
Fail. Okay. You don't know. It's definitely a map of Glorantha. But looking up too at the ceiling, which is also illuminated in a strange effervescent glow of your GM's love. You see where the light comes from? There's stars because it's a star map on the whole dome of the ceiling. And I will give you both this. I'll give you all of this because they're no rolls because it's just a cool detail. Immediately you notice there's no red moon in the sky here.
is it the sky pre-ascension, or is this
Correct.
the sky after we destroy her?
It is the sky pre-ascension because the Empire of Wormstrand predates the rise of the Lunar Empire. So this map was made before that was a thing.
Yeah.
And looking up Bryn, I'll give you this one because this is more of a detail for Orlanth in particular. One of the biggest constellations is what's called Orlanth's Ring. An Orlanth's Ring is a green star, which is also the eye of a bigger constellation called the Cosmic Dragon, and around it is a ring. Okay. Usually in the ring there are I think it's 7 stars. On this one, there are 11.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And in the middle of this room, kind of in the middle of the map, there's another one of those pedestals that's made out of jade again. And there's this cylinder about the size of an amphora, and it's capped with this gray metal that looks like it might be iron. And there's some sort of light radiating off of it. And laying next to it is a very a leather, very, very old, but seemingly strangely well preserved leather like scroll case. The book is what we speak.
And Kymreese are the ones that didn't come.
Yeah, your magic nerds are fucking out.
The book is what she seeks.
The book. What's the other thing?
Merely some sorcery.
Useful sorcery?
I would not take it if I were you.
You want to give this to her, this book?
I do.
Why?
Would you not wish to be whole again?
I'm going to approach the pedestals, but not touch either item, and I'm going to look at the cylinder more closely. Just look.
Within it is some sort of like gas, basically. It's about yay big.
Why wouldn't you take it if you were me?
For our listeners, that is about 2 feet long. Why wouldn't you take it, you say to him?
Yeah, why wouldn't you take it if you were me?
The worm's friends reached far and reached greedily, and in that reaching found their destruction. This is a relic of that reaching.
It can't be wielded safely. Would you take it if you were you?
No.
All of you?
No.
Would you give it to your enemy?
No.
Fuck. I'm like, take this monkey's paw as part of our next tax season.
Behold, we have magical goods for you. Oh,
yeah,
Lunars.
looking to sabotage the Lunars here. Okay.
Brew, just leave it.
All right. I'm just, looking at different angles. Is the book going to do anything to us when we touch it?
No. Only if you read it.
What will it do if I read it?
You'll learn something.
Fuck, is it something we want to learn?
Can I open the book to the first page?
It's like a leather scroll case. It's not a book per se, but you kind of like roll
I know when he was like,
little?
the book is what she seeks, and I'm like, the dragon doesn't know what a book is.
right. Yeah, so you
it's a dragon, to be fair.
Can you read? I don't think you can.
Literally just going to be like, can I read? I cannot read. Damn it, that's right. I had to get my letter read.
Is Kymreese the only one who can?
No, none of you can read.
None of us can read.
Yeah.
I had to go to that dude to get my letter read. That's right.
I'll lean over and I'll be like, are there any pictures?
Are there any pictures?
It is. As chat gave me the brilliant suggestion that is it dragon porn? It is indeed. It's just more dragon porn.
It's just a huge dragon dong. You're like, great.
And he's just like, gotcha.
Well, I guess
like
a
a middle
part
finger
of the dragon we've retrieved.
The cock of the dragon.
Here's your dick back. Like, glad to be of service.
He's like, the most important part.
Broken into 5 equally sized sections, and one's the dick.
So it's writing.
I need to go to bed.
You can't read it, but it's writing.
Damn.
Very ancient writing. Surprisingly, the paper, although it feels very, very flimsy, everything else you've touched in here is basically like crumbled to bits. This doesn't. You have to be careful with it. Don't get me wrong, but it is durable.
No pictures.
No pictures.
Another party that doesn't know how to read.
Probably would have been porn anyway. Just put it back in the tube.
Hey, Prince, this might be porn, so just be careful.
We actually don't know what it says, so
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. I'm sure.
You give it to Kalir, and they start translating, and then it's just like, dear penthouse letters. I never thought this would happen to me.
Fucking chat, the crew's strongest foe yet. Literacy.
Yep. Welcome to the Bronze Age, motherfuckers. You can't read.
our only reader left for Peevis.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was Ven.
We are safe from unfathomable knowledge.
Ven could read.
Ven could read because his mom was a scribe. That's right.
You know who would love? You know who would have loved these squiggles?
My mom's a scribe.
Yeah, but he bothered to learn to read. You were just like, combat!
I want to fight shit!
It's true. I probably couldn't sit still to learn how to read. So.
Right.
All right.
We'll take that.
Okay.
Is there anything else we need to do here?
No.
Is there
Empty
any
room, otherwise, if you're looking around.
Like in the temple at all?
You look around, there's no way in or out of this room other than the way you came.
Okay.
Yeah. The other path, I would not go down. It's poisonous. The gases.
What's at the end of the path?
Remains of more prisoners.
Ah, God, I keep looking at that cylinder. Fuck. Okay.
Take it, sleight of hand.
No, I'm not gonna. My team doesn't think I should. But part of me really wants to give it to the Lunars. Okay.
So, maybe.
You don't know sorcery, however the Lunars do.
That means they'll use it and destroy themselves.
But what you might completely fuck up, they might just be like, oh, sweet. Thank you, Dr. Oppenheimer. And now they have exactly what they're looking for.
I'm also still suspicious of our dragon friend here and think this might be useful in controlling or not being killed by him, but I'm gonna trust Bryn. We're gonna leave. We're gonna go. Okay.
You go back out. On the way back out, you don't have as strong as a you don't have as strong of a sensation of diving through that cold water. It's just a momentary like whoosh of like coldness as you step back through that kind of rippling obsidian portal, and you find Kymrise and Arissa standing there.
Hey.
Are you guys okay? What happened?
There was a scroll. That's what we were looking for on the other side. And I looked to Bryn to make sure it didn't disintegrate in the portal.
I got it.
We've got it.
Yeah, it's there.
Good.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Do they look like they've been blushing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do they look awkward? Vibe
I'll
check.
leave that up to Sarah. Vibe check.
Arissa always looks a little awkward. She kind of just looks like disappointed she failed is kind of her main vibe.
She's also an overachiever. This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she didn't get to do the nerd thing. All her cool jock friends got to go do the nerd thing.
Aw, you called Brew a jock.
He is a jock.
I'm a jock nerd.
You're a jerd?
Horn dog, Amber. There's just check catching up with the Zoom chat.
Yeah, the chat, you were like, she's holding a corn, and then I heard the and I was like, she's holding a corn dog.
So it's like, it was the greatest state fair ever. Everyone
But
died,
like
but fuck it.
everybody in the village is like dead, and she's like dying. So I was like, the FDA has questions about that corn dog. Like E. coli.
Christ.
So you walk back past all the dragon porn.
Back through more dragon
again,
porn.
I mean, there's that path. You get hit by that smell and that sting in the back of your throat. I mean, there is that path down. You were warned against it, but it's there. But if you don't want to bite on it, you can leave. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm just saying that it's there. That's all I'm saying.
Can the poison be taken and used to kill lunars?
I mean, it's a gas.
We're in like
It's just
the
it's a
Bronze
vent of
Age.
poisonous gas from the earth. Yeah.
What are we gonna do? Put it in a jar?
Well, I was wondering if the gas is coming off of a liquid or something that's gatherable.
No, it's a vent of poisonous gas from the earth.
Okay. No, we should just go. We've got the thing. We've completed a quest for clear Starbrow.
With you? I forgot to
I
ask
left
that.
still outside.
Okay.
She's there, but
Nightclaw-
she's waiting outside.
Nightclaw and Ort too. Then I'm assuming that just okay.
I brought Ort.
You
I
brought
did.
Ort in.
Yeah,
Okay.
not into the cave. I brought.
I was like, Ort is
like,
just
up the
fascinated by one
mountain.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not into the
Ort's
cave,
just-
but I brought him up the mountain.
Yeah, he's outside with
Yeah.
So he's just outside with the super powerful scary people. Okay.
Yes.
I was gonna be like, Ort failed his connections test and is outside with
Larissa.
Oh my god. Okay. So you head out, and as soon as you walk out, Syl runs right up to your row. And same thing for you. Nightclaw runs right to you, Deskar. Ort comes trotting right over to you. And quickly as possible. Clear jumps to her feet, and everyone's like, "Oh, took you so long."
How long have you been gone?
My prince. And Ernaldestas is kind of like exasperated with Clear a little, like, "Oh, but you've been in there 3 days, dear."
Seemed about 15 minutes. But we've.
Did you find it? What did you find?
I looked to Bryn.
We found a book.
What?
A scroll.
That's it? The breath of the dragon is supposed to be inside.
The breath of the dragon could be a poetic title for whatever's in that scroll.
With that, in the air above you, it just kind of shifts and swirls into being a big dragon.
Hey, it's
Shabashak twists into the air above you, above them, above everyone. Everyone's just kind of like, oh. And he looks straight down. He's face to face when he manifests, he's eye to eye with Clear. And he says, "I am not one of your thanes to be commanded, nor I am a toy to be found and picked up by you, O Prince. I shall come and go as I please. I have attached myself to these people, and I will live amongst them. The book that they have found for you will give you the locations of the other parts of my body. Find them, and then I will give you my decision whether to help or not in your petty little squabble." And then he just pops out of existence. And Clear's just like, oh. And in the background, you see Minareth is kind of like a little bit. Orleranth looks like he just like had an orgasm because he saw a dragon.
I was gonna say we should take. I mean,
he's
we
just
should
like,
take rubbings for that guy from the wall.
He's just like,
these are for you.
There was dragon porn, so much dragon porn. He's like, oh man.
Kyrie's probably would tell him that. I'm just saying.
He absolutely would. But meanwhile, Clear's like, oh. The light on her head like flashes a little bit, and like for a while, and then she kind of like.
It's probably just because we're young and stupid and easy to be late. Like that's probably why he chose.
Or we've been nice to him.
I'm like, I haven't been nice to him.
I've been nice to him.
You have, yes.
Well, thank you for your efforts. I appreciate it. Sartar appreciates it. She hands out her for the book. Or scroll. I keep calling it a book. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm like, none of them know what a book is.
Yeah.
What if he doesn't help us?
It is the only chance I have to take left.
Well, that's really bad. Okay.
If Whitewall falls, Tatius is building something in Dunduelos lands. It's
Building something?
yes. I mentioned this briefly where the bat landed. Tatius the Bright is a very high-ranking lunar noble. He's the dean of the Lunar School of War Magic. He's a massive sorcerer. And there's this tribe called the Dundelos who are kind of just on the other side from you guys in the hills. And they just got like yeeted out of their land by the Lunars. They were just like, get fucked, get lost. And then they took it over. And they're building something now. They've begun building something massive there. Absolutely massive.
The Lunars are.
The Lunars are, yeah.
Big old bat box.
As complete and utter draconic destruction of human societies goes, they tend to burn overreachers to the ground. I think that better describes Lunars than us right now.
One would hope. Because if Whitewall falls, and if Tatius completes what I suspect he's completing, there is no more hope.
What do you suspect he's completing?
A Temple of the Reaching Moon.
What the fuck does that mean?
So, lore drop. The Lunars have these things called Temples of the Reaching Moon because there's something that's called the glow line that encompasses the whole lunar empire. So if you're traveling to it, you'll be like, hey, the air looks kind of red over there. And you walk through it and like everything is like redder and nicer. And that's one part of it. But the main part of it is their magic functions as if it's always the full moon there. Because their magic functions, the power of their magic fluctuates depending on the phase of the moon. But when the red goddess's face is upon them, it's like they're powerful. And if the Temple of the Reaching Moon extends over Sartar, kiss it goodbye.
Their magic ley line supercharged network.
Yep,
That's really
exactly.
cool.
Really half moon. Thank you, Razfox. It's the half moon. It's always stable. The full moon makes it more powerful. The waning moon makes it a lot less powerful. The half moon makes it like just on par with everyone else's. So it just makes their magic stable.
So they lose their weaknesses over here, essentially.
Correct. They lose their weaknesses. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. They sacrifice a lot of people to do that too, by the way.
Our people.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I would really like the Lunars if I were me.
Jess is like, a cult that's evil and sacrifices people? Sign me up.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Jess in her fucking cults.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Did you read that? No, I'll ask you later.
I haven't yet, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. You'll like it.
Okay.
Well, let's get you back home.
Can you read it?
Or Laurent probably can.
He hands it to Olaron.
It's just like
yeah. He can't. He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, fascinating. Yes. Well, between him and Minareth, they easily can read it.
Okay. Well, that's something.
Yeah, it's Old Wormish, is what you hear, as Kung Fu Fenris says, which is the language of dragons spoken by humans. It's as close as humans can get to speaking the language of dragons.
Without having draconic vocal cords.
Correct. Yeah, there's a lot more that goes into actually speaking draconic that humans can't do. But, yeah.
All right. It's been 3 days. I'm sure everybody's worried.
Right, let's go. And you came up and it was like a cooler day, but it was at least dry. Today is another icy rain is falling. It's a very crisp, cold day and it's very low hanging clouds, almost foggy, very foggy as you're going down through the mountains. But Olaron is absolutely just like peppering you guys with questions, and you can tell them all about the dragon porn if you want.
We don't have to. Kymries 100% will.
Kymries,
Yeah,
Kymries had more. Kymries had a lot more time to absorb it, and I will say that Kymries describes in painful detail all of those Dragonborn frescoes, and Alderaan just soaks it up.
Oh God.
Yeah. As you're
was
walking
an
down.
interesting word.
Hey, I'm here to make things awkward.
Okay, it's fire day.
All
right.
You're good. Yeah.
We're good.
Although, had it passed your special day, you would have not have been affected in there. Just
God
FYI.
Damn, out of time and place and space. Yep. Cool.
Yep. Anybody want to talk about anything as you're walking down?
I'm going to talk to Syl in our special language, and I'm going to ask what they did for 3 days while we were in here. Did they talk about anything, say anything interesting?
Nice.
Yeah.
The one with the amber eyes and the bearded one that loves the one with the star on her head, they went hunting and they got some small game mostly. And so they ate pretty well. The tattooed one was able to whip up some magic to keep everybody warm. And so did the really nice lady. She's really nice. She gave me some treats, and she gave Nightclaw some treats, and she was very, very nice to Ort. And so I really like her because she gave me head scritches. But mostly they talked about this place called Whitewall, and like if something happens there, then it's going to be very, very bad. But there's this guy Broyan that they're very they believe in very, very much there because he's got magic helmet and sword from someone called Vingot, and that's a big blessing. And so they believe that he has the blessing of Orlanth, and so if anyone can defeat the Lunars, it'll be him. But then they also talked about someone who is called the Feathered Horse Queen, and how she has her people are like fighting with the Lunars, and they raided into Ezrola, and they actually, the Ezrolian Queen now actually supports the Lunars too, and it would be very bad if that happened.
Is the Feathered Horse Queen Prax?
The Feathered Horse Queen is in Grayslander territory, which is south of Tarsh.
Okay.
On the other side of the map. So on the western side, west of Sartar, Prax is east of Sartar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fenris says Syl took notes.
Yes. Yeah. Opposite direction, as Raz Fox says.
It's my sister. She's an intelligence agent.
Yeah. Everybody talks freely when the doggo is around. Nobody cares. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Did they say anything about us?
It would be very bad if the Queen of Ezrola allies with the Lunars, because then the Lunars will have access to Noshet, which is like a huge trading port, and they would have a lot of wealth, I guess. I don't really understand how trade works, but for some reason it's an important city for that.
Did they say anything about us?
Just that they hoped you didn't die.
Fair. Great.
And then as days went on, they were pretty sure that you did die, and Kalir thought you did die, but then the one with the amber eyes said you didn't, and Ernal Desta said that they shouldn't be making jokes about you because you had families, and then the big beardy warrior guy wanted to start betting on things, but Kalir wouldn't allow it.
You are very, very good at listening to conversations.
Wags her tail.
You have a future in intelligence. Thank you.
Smartest puppy in the world.
Just plant the puppy on the inside of the Lunar Empire. Even the Lunars like a doggo. Everyone likes a doggo. Just getting all the battle plans, just sitting there wagging her tail.
Let's continue discussing our evil plans. The dog is just a cute dog.
Dog is just recording everything. All right.
Anyone else have anything they want to say or do?
I'm gonna slip over by Arissa.
Okay.
And just talk very quietly.
Sure.
I'm getting ideas now. I'm like, I should just send Syl back suspiciously to listen in on their conversation.
Except we know Doggo.
Yeah,
but like... you don't know Doggo.
We know it's weird for dogs to be with us.
And we also know that you two can talk.
But look at her. Look at her face. There's nothing happening behind those eyes. Totally alone.
Just tell Maury. There's so much happening.
Yeah.
It's not a dog. That's a grown adult.
Arissa.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to leave soon. We're gonna have to leave.
Why?
Like, they needed us to get into that cave. Like 4 more parts of the dragon.
They're gonna need us for all of them, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you wanted adventure, didn't you?
Bitch just wanted war.
I mean, I wanted to find a change. I guess this is it. Something that would help, something that would work.
It might.
It sounds like this is their only plan, their only option.
I'm sure there's things they're not telling us. They don't want the less, some plans, the less people know, the better they are. I don't know. But it does sound like they're putting a lot of faith into this.
For a dragon who might not even help us.
I'm hoping we can convince him otherwise.
You've spent the most time with him. Does he seem okay?
Always seemed rather pleasant to me. I mean, not that we talked about anything of great import.
What'd you guys talk about?
Her face actually gets kind of red. She's like, well, I don't always know when he was listening. Because he didn't always talk back. But I've kind of showed him around areas of the Vale where things were quieter. We've talked about food. I taught him my favorite soup recipe. Talked about the people here and I tried to take him to some of my favorite vantage points so he could kind of see more of the whole area. And he knows we're fighting to protect it, so I wanted him to see what we were fighting for.
I'm glad you're the one who's holding on to the orb.
He's also appreciative of the scarf I made, which was very nice.
You made him a scarf?
Yeah, and he just into her back and she lifts up the flap to show his braid and the orb is wrapped in a handmade scarf. And she tucks it back away.
Okay. I have a little faith. There's no way this dragon leaves us to suffer with Arissa.
He's like, I would have
manning this orb.
He's like, I would have left the whole world to burn, but I'm now attached to it by this tiny scarf.
That's his attachment at the end.
He comes with a scarf tied around his neck and just burns everything to hell.
I would.
He's Trogdor.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
I'm calling this now. If by the end of all of this he ends up getting back to full dragon form, becoming our friend, Arissa is making him an identical scarf that will fit his dragon body.
Oh my god, that's going to be a hell of a big scarf.
And then in the giant epic smackdown with the bat, the rainbow scarf just flying in the wind.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Dude, it'd be so good. Arissa's just like, that's my scarf. That's my body.
We have a big loom in the village somewhere, for sure.
Oh yeah, Arissa fucking was spinning that place a shit ton.
For sure.
So, you're having this conversation. Oleron is pestering Kymrese. Descara, what are you doing?
I think Des is just walking on in kind of in silence, just in his own thoughts, kind of worrying about his mother.
Very fair. Very fair. As you're walking down, you should have just listened to me, Amber. Ruin Sill, I'm just going to say that you're probably closer to the front just for reasons. And you were kind of like talking to Sill, and all of a sudden Sill's just like stops and sniffs the air.
Oh, I will stop almost exactly at the same moment as her.
You notice Deskar and Nightclaw kind of like does that little cat like, and see some like his ears twitch. I'm sorry, Nightclaw's eat. And you stop and signal?
Yep.
Okay. Collier, everyone stops. Everyone's kind of looking around. You see figures emerge out of the mist. Collier's forehead flashes. She's like, damn it, Aaron. And she whips her sword out. It's an iron sword now that you have a good look at it. It's got runes up and down. It looks really fucking badass.
Oh, fuck. I'm going for my bow.
Emerging around you, you've got a horseshoe around you. You've walked into an L-shaped ambush.
God damn it.
Is it a U or is it an L?
It's an L.
Is it pointy or rounded?
Well, you said horseshoe and then L.
I know, I did. But an L-shaped ambush is this. You walk the people into the L. You make losers out of them because they're stuck and you fucking kill them. You walked into an L-shaped ambush.
Okay.
Or did they?
They walked into a line-shaped ambush.
Yeah, they're right where you want them.
Bears come out of the wood.
There's Lunars. You recognize their red cloaks.
Fuck.
You see bows trained on you and spearmen. Probably about 30.
Fuck, that's a lot.
Yep. And you see one that has like feathers on her, like a feathered crest on her helmet.
As in we've
Is it
met
the
her
German?
before?
The German.
Not the same person, no.
Okay.
Not the same
German.
person. No, not the
But
same
just
person.
like similar ranking. Okay.
Similar ranking. This is some sort of captain, but she steps forward and says, well, Khalid Starbrow, we knew these hills were swarming with terrorists, but imagine my surprise at finding you here. We thought you were preparing to die feudally at Whitewall. And all the Lunars kind of like lean in with their bows and everything. She kind of looks around, takes it in. Collier's just looks at Enrin, and Erin's like, I'm sorry, the fog, Prince. She's like, swords in the wind, Enrin. Erin's like, getting her spear ready. Surely you can see how hopeless your situation is. Surrender now. And next time you'll be sacrificed to Yara Aranis and Marin's Cross, and there need be no more bloodshed. And Collier just like sneers at that. And she says, bloodshed will only end when my people are free. In a week's time, I'll be in Whitewall with Broyan, and you will be in hell. The captain, well, as you wish. Archers, she raises her hand, and just as she does that, you hear, coming from behind them, battle cries. For the stag! And you see some arrows, and you see some arrows and a couple of javelins whip in and knock guys down, and the captain's like, oh! And you see Gordengar and Aranina, and Lonson leaps in.
Yeah.
Jorganoth and a couple other things just rush in, fighting these guys from behind. Collier is just like, leave none alive, rushes up at them.
It was a pincer move.
a bunch of them were still rushed down towards you, though, including 10 of them coming towards you guys and the non-combatants, which would be Minarith, Orlerant, and Ernal Desta. So you're left kind of protecting them, more or less.
Yeah, I was going to say form a line between them and...
Yeah. About 10 of them are coming at you guys. The rest are dealing with everything else. And you see, like, Jorganoth is just, like, slicing his way through people. Aranina is, like, slicing his way through people. Gordengar is, for his age, kicking ass. And then Collier is also, like, a buzzsaw. And so is Enrin It's also another O name. Orngren. There's so many O names. But yeah. So you got some guys coming at you. So we got to go into strike ranks here. What are we doing? We'll talk about what people are doing and we'll figure out strike ranks.
What is like the terrain like? I just want to know how easy it is to ride Ort or not ride Ort.
You can ride Ort because Ort is an elk and is used to this terrain, but you were coming down through kind of like a little valley. It was dangerous because they got you where they were up on the top of they had guys up on top of the ridge and then some kind of came in front of you to cut you off. That's what made it L-shaped. Gotcha. On the other side is just like a slope down.
Yeah, so like we'd be fighting on low ground if we moved that way.
Behind them or behind us?
No, they have the high ground.
High ground.
You have the low ground behind you. You're at a disadvantage in that you're on the low ground.
Okay.
Do they have archers?
They have archers and they have spearmen. The archers are up above. The archers are pretty much in disarray right now because they're being torn through by angry Harrowborn. So you're probably safe from being shot at for the most part. But the guys coming at you are spearmen. They're wearing lighter armor like what you guys have, that linothorax armor with bronze helmets and shields and spears.
Well, what's armor?
Yeah, you just suck. You just have to hope that they don't kill you because you're a white lady. And they won't, probably.
Probably.
No, they'll still sacrifice me. I just have to, they'd have to break some more morals to do it than they've already broken.
They actually respect the white lady, so it's not, you don't have to worry about much.
Yes, I do.
Us.
Exactly.
Just to worry about us assholes.
Like the assholes that she failed the trial because she cared too much about.
True. So let me pull up my
favorite idiots are right in front of her.
Strike rank thing here, and we'll figure out what we're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Battle in a very long time.
Yeah, Bryn, what are you doing? Just tell me what you're doing. We'll figure it out.
I'm going to try and get onto Ort and then cast Shimmer and charge ahead.
Okay. So Shimmer is how many magic points is Shimmer?
So it says 5%, but I think it's 5% per point.
Yeah, that's it. That's what to makes you harder to hit, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if I can put 3 into it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, then I will put 3 into it.
All right. So that means that
I should be at 15% then if I can put 3.
You will be, and I'm just trying to figure out your strike rate for this round. So spirit magic, each +1. So each point you put in is +1. So that's 3 points. And I think we add, chat, help me out. I think we add her dex rank to that. Okay, we had your dex.
It's 2.
All right, so 2. Yeah, so that's 5, and then I'm going to say getting on Ort will take you another 3. Okay. So that would be 7. So to actually charge and attack someone would probably be next round if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so because they're coming down the hill. As a matter of fact, I'm going to rule that they're not going to make it till next round anyway. The guys are rushing you. So you get on. So Jess has Bryn has Shimmer. I'm just going to remember that. 15%. So you're 15% harder to hit. Okay. Who wants to be next?
I'm going to put protection 2 up, and then I'm firing however many arrows I can with the rest of my strike ranks.
All right. So protection 2 is going to be, what's your dex strike rank?
My dex strike rank is, where are you? 1.
All right, so we're going to say 3 then, right? So 3, you get 3. The spirit magic off. And
then it's... I pulled my bow while they were talking. Did I have enough time to knock an arrow too? Or
yeah, I'll give that to you. Give that to you.
So then it is...
So then
5
it would be,
ranks for the arrow.
So that would be 8. So that would be you would only be able to get 1 off.
5.
This round.
3
round.
And 8. Yep. Okay.
All right, so we'll do that. Des, what are you going to do?
Right back. Going to run in the restroom.
Yep.
Des is going to be... I'm going to be casting my a rune spell.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
First rune spell.
That pops off right at the beginning of the round. So what are you going to do?
Nice. I'm casting Bearskin.
Hell yeah. Is that the one that makes you big?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, do you just get covered in fur?
Yes. but I also get bigger.
Did we rule that you fixed your armor to that? Did you say?
I think we did. I think they when I got my armor, it was adjustable, I believe.
Okay, yeah, we'll say you did. So okay, you have to pop your straps a little bit to like make your armor flexy.
Yeah, like, as I grant, it has like snaps. I like unsnap them.
All right. So that happens at the beginning of the rounds. So you still have I think rune magic is much more powerful. It goes off right at the beginning. So what else do you want to do? I would say you didn't say you were preparing any weapons like Rue did, so you probably would take you time to do that
axe,
too. Yeah.
Oh, and Scylla's going to move a few steps ahead of me and maul the first melee combatant who tries to get close to our little line.
Okay. So Des, you turn into a huge bear.
Yep.
Fuck! It's bear time.
You turn into a bear?
I turn into a humanoid bear. Basically, I get fur, and
it's a lot bigger.
It's that house and body pillow that I sent in the group chat earlier.
Basically.
I'm just picturing Bigfoot.
Pretty much. It's really close to Bigfoot. It's like a bear like Bigfoot. Arissa, what are you going to do? Then I'll describe everyone.
I'm also going to cast a rune magic.
Oh.
One of the common ones is summon cult spirit, and it literally, as an example, says Shalana Arroy cultist can use the spell to summon a healing spirit with a 1-point variant of the spell. Basically, she wants to summon a healing spirit to protect the people behind them. Will that work?
It will. I just think it takes a while. Well, so that's what I'm looking up. What does the spell description say as far as how long it takes? Is summon cult spirit?
Doesn't say.
Let's take a peek. See.
With this spell, the caster asks the deity to send a cult spirit of some type. The size of the spirit depends on the number of rune points stacked. As a rule, greater deities have more types of cult spirits. Would I be able to ask for like a protection spirit from Shalana Arroy? I don't know. Yeah, like
but you can certainly get a healing spirit to be there to like heal people if they go down. Which would be.
Can I actually send one into the fray after like Kalir?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, because I know Kalir is gonna get people trying to fuck her up, so I want to try and send a healing spirit to just kind of tag along after her and keep her healed.
I'm just going to read. I'm just trying to get to it to read here.
It says temporal. I don't know if that's a time period.
That just means it lasts for 15 minutes. But
okay.
It has the regular.
Scylla's strike rank with the bite is 6.
Range, temporal, stacking. How many points you want to put into it?
3.
Sarah. Wow, you're going for big guns. Okay.
I mean, it's because it's sorry, rune magic. What is it based on?
So we do have 3.
It's based upon your rune points. So you have 3 rune points. It is Kung Fu Fenris. Thank you. Summon is not a ritual, so you're good. I wasn't going to say that it was.
How do I know how many rune points I have?
We all have 3. We all have 3.
Everybody has 3. When you give initiative, I gave you 3. Everyone got 3.
They just don't refresh right away.
Oh, geez. Literally, there's a whole point where I could circle it. Okay.
You have to worship to get them back.
Then I'm not going to do 3. I got confused. I'm going to do 2.
2 point? Okay.
To be fair, Arissa worships every day, almost.
It has to be on special days or
it has to be on a holiday, but but that's okay. It's sacred, like Kung Fu Fenris says, sacred time is close. That is like RuneQuest Christmas, and lots of worship goes on there, so you can get your stuff back. So, all right, so you summon 2 point. You summon a 2-point healing spirit. Very good. So that's everybody. Kymrese. I'm going to take Kymrese over here a little bit, Amber.
Go for it. Thank you. Too many magics going on.
in that, I just got to look something up for me.
BRB.
Yeah, it's okay. I have to look something up anyway. Looking things up in the rule book in the middle of combat. Spirits magic.
I did the math. Descara is like a whole foot taller.
Holy shit.
Oh God, my brother's gone full bear.
Part bear. I can't afford full bear right now.
I also cannot afford full wolf. Only on wild days, baby. I hope if there's a finale, it's gonna be like close to sundown, and we have that awesome.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I'll wait for Sarah to come back and I'll narrate the whole round. Basically, those guys aren't getting to this round anyway.
Did you do like the bear hide shift? Is that what you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, Ken.
It was either that or like bear strength, but I was just like,
you
I
also
could
have the
use
strength
armor.
spirit spell, don't you?
Yes, I have the strength
Yeah,
spirit
so-
spell.
How stupid strong do we want to get here? I'm gonna knock a tree over on them. Fuck you.
I know,
The
like
whole tree.
it's what was it? I did the math for just bear strength before, and I get with just that I get a plus 20 to my manipulate, so plus 20 to roll under for attacks.
Yeah.
Dang, son.
Which I think would put my axe above 100%.
Holy crap!
So
Oh,
when you're
no,
above
close.
when you're above 100, the way it works is so if you're like at 120, you subtract the 20 from their defense rolls.
Yeah.
So if they have like a 40 defense, they only have a 20.
Haha, fuck you, get wrecked.
Yeah, that's a really
Unless
good,
it's being
really
used
good
against
advice,
us.
Kung Fu Fenris.
Fuck me,
That's really,
get
really good
wrecked.
advice. Yeah. Yeah. Kung Fu Fenris is a good point, which is if you're out there listening in RuneQuest World, don't do what I do. Have the stats of a healing spirit prepared before time, because spirits are complex. And I'm just going to pull this out of my ass,
We're gonna make shit up.
which is what I always
Best
do anyway.
skill to have in DMing.
Yes.
Make shit up.
Actually, I think they might have a healing spirit pre-made in here. Hold on a minute.
I was saying, if anybody has a spirit stat block and wants to post it in the chat,
I honestly think there is one in here. Hold on.
we
I
should
think
start
there's an
bribing our
example.
listeners. We'll be like, if you can find this for me,
We'll
I'll
give
send
you
you
something.
this.
The end of the spell says see Glorantha
Bestiary. Yeah,
for examples
there
of
is one.
spirits.
I'm pulling one up. I'm seeing if it's in here. I got it right here.
Although, this
While
is
Sarah's gone, I'm gonna go get a chocolate. I'll be right back.
Healing spirits.
there's also ancestral summons. I don't know.
Kung Fu Fenris is already in the bestiary. He says doesn't seem to be one.
Yeah, it just says, hey, there are healing spirits. That's all it really says.
Christian, if you're on
Yeah.
the same page, there's like a table for ancestral spirits. I don't know if that makes a difference.
That's the book of spirits in the rule book. I'm looking in the bestiary where they have like more spirit stuff.
Gotcha.
But let's see here. Spirits. Creating a spirit. Spirit combat.
Basically, how much POW it does it have? It can heal that many hit points.
Yep. And you know what?
How much did I fuck up while I was gone?
Nothing got fucked up. We're just figuring out your spirit. That's all.
I'm reading chat. I'm like, whoa, that caused chaos. I go and get a snack. It's raw cookie dough for anyone asking. The safe to eat shit, don't worry.
Yeah.
I lied. I got chocolates, but also chips, but also applesauce.
Nice.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Oh, you got a
Girl
reroll.
dinner.
Sweet. Okay, so Kalir like just leaps into the fray, literally leaps with her sword flashing. Orngren is not far behind her. He also leaps into the fray with his axe flashing. Enrin hangs back a little bit and with her spear, actually puts her spear down and launches a couple of javelins at guys. Takes 2 out and then grabs her spear and kind of runs up the hill. Up on the hill, your home people are just causing chaos and just like cutting to pieces the people who are on the other side of it, probably mostly the archers. You see a random head just kind of fly out and roll down the hill, and you hear Aranita's battle cry. And
but she's just chopping dicks off left and right.
Dick slice, dick slice, dick slice. Just a rain of bloody dicks just falling all over the place.
Everyone is demoralized.
But 10 of them are rushing you. So, Bryn, you cast Shimmer and you jump on Ort and you start to get your weapons ready, and you see everybody else sees Bryn begin to like kind of shift her form, kind of shift and phase around, kind of like almost like heat warp around her. She's harder to see. You hear chanting and then getting an arrow ready, and you get to shoot at a guy. So on 7, roll to shoot. On 8, rather, strike rate Inc. They're coming down. They're right about to you at strike rate 8. They'll be right at the end of the round. Everyone's going to be together to fight.
Damn.
To fight.
Damn.
Here we go. No whammies. Yay! No whammies. Not a critical, just a regular hit. I'm gonna do some damage. 5.
5?
Hit location. Want me to do?
Yeah, roll it.
I bet you it's a leg. 18.
Will you do me a favor? Look on your hit location thing. You have one on your sheet, I think.
Left arm.
Left arm.
Okay.
For 5.
You take aim at one guy who's kind of in the lead, and you peg him really hard just over his shield, right in an area between the armor. It's actually a really good shot because you go above the shield, right in an area where there isn't necessarily a lot of armor, just right through his arm, and he's like, oh, and he goes down, and he's bleeding and not feeling very happy about his life right now.
Especially after Syl pulls his leg off.
Descara,
I got another leg. Just very happy.
Just starts a collection, like your skull collection in Baldur's Gate.
Hey, why the fuck is the back of Rue's house so smelly? Oh, that's where his sister keeps her legs.
That's my sister's stuff.
She has a room where she keeps her legs.
Descara, everybody sees Descara grow even bigger and become increasingly bear-like as he rips out his weapons and becomes very hairy and
his armor shapeshifts with him into that like bondage harness armor.
Yes, he is a bear. He's a bear in a leather harness. Which when we were originally when Kent was like, "Oh, I can turn into a bear, and I'm gonna like make my armor so it stretches out," I'd be like, "Hey, you're a bear in a leather harness," and then Amber and I just proceeded to like Google those pictures and message them ruthlessly to Ken for a whole day.
We were not disappointed.
Nice.
I have seen those RuneQuest location dice Kung Fu Fenders. They are pretty cool. They have specialized ones where it just says like leg or whatever on the D20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. Orisa, you pray to Shalana Arroy.
Yeah.
And you feel a connection, and you feel that rush of like love and compassion that you felt when you were with her come through you. And even though it's late winter, spring storm season, everything is kind of gray and gross and muddy. There's a little bit of a flash of a rainbow of light that kind of comes down out of the sky. And flying on that is a butterfly that just flies up towards and hovers around Clear. As she disembowels someone. But this butterfly is like flapping around her head.
Guys, that's my animal companion.
Kymrese, you see the guys are kind of charging. Kymrese kind of kneels down on one knee and he raises up a hand and he's touching a new tattoo that he has. And you see his eyes start to glow a little bit. And as you see that, you see strangely almost like another Kymrese next to Kymrese. doing the same exact thing. I have to do some rolling here.
Shit, that's new.
If you can hear me crunching chips, let me know.
Yes,
Good.
I can hear you crunching chips.
You're fine. Don't listen to her. You see two guys. Let me just make a note of this. Two of the soldiers charging down the hill kind of stop and are just like looking around like they don't know what they're doing here. They don't know how they got here. They don't know why they're here. And they don't know who all these people are killing each other around them. They're just completely confused.
Yeah.
With that, we'll pop
They're
around.
essentially on a mushroom trip right now.
Correct. They be tripping. They're befuddled, if you will. That's three of them are out
It's
of
like that
action.
scene in
We got seven
Reservation
left.
Dogs where Big and the fucking the trash acid guy are like in the woods. I love it.
So good.
So they are down and amongst you now. They all go at strike rank 7. So let's begin talking about what ranks you guys have. You have your weapons ready and your stuff ready. And Syl was ready. So what rank? We'll start with Syl just because you specifically said she was out there. What
Syl's
strike
at
rank?
6. Yeah.
So Syl will go just before one of them. Okay. What rank do you do? Because you shot.
I fight, so I have to reload. So I go at 6, right? It's because I add the +1 dex to my strike rank, right? I don't go at 5.
Yep, yep.
6.
Mhm.
I go at 6, and then +5 to that is 11, and that's it. And then
That's it.
Yeah.
But they will be in melee range with you. So you can probably get. This is probably the last round of you being able to get shots before you have to like draw another weapon because they'll be on you. This round. Kent.
I am at strike rank 6.
So you'll be able to whack one before he gets you. And Bryn.
So I wrote down the strike rank of my weapon. I didn't write down the total, which was my mistake. But I add the total of my strike ranks and the weapon strike rank.
Correct.
Okay, so I am at strike rank 7 for my
Okay.
axe, and I'm charging. Well, I guess I don't have to, but Ort is also at strike rank 7.
All right, so Orc can toss a guy. I'll even say that Orc can toss a guy, and you can axe a different guy because that sounds really cool.
Yeah. Well, he has a headbutt.
Yeah, but he's got his horns. It's like
Okay.
he still has them.
Nice.
He can horn someone.
Okay.
Fuck you,
All right.
Christian. Same brain cell over here.
Yeah, I saw that look on your face right away. And that Kyrese will just back up and protect the other folks, I'm going to say, for now.
He's ready to start stabbing with his
He brings
daggers
out
and
his
is
little
like
dagger. And
5%
he's like,
chance to hit.
Hey, he killed that ogre.
he did. He did.
Ooh,
So-
Fenris brought up a
He's
good
the
point.
conqueror of death. He's got this.
Oh, yeah.
Strike rank.
You're bigger. You might
Yeah.
have a different strike rank. It might actually lower it, I think.
Yes, it does lower it. So I'm at strike rank 5.
Oh, yeah. So you're the first one to go.
Shit.
So you step forward. These guys don't look too happy to see a huge bear guy appearing in front of them. A bear.
Yep.
Sadly, none of them appear to be happy to see a bear in a leather harness. But they're
People are lame.
upon you, and you can roll the accident one.
All right, let's
He's going to try to block it with his shield.
my downfall always.
But what
Yeah.
is your axe skill though?
My axe skill is 72.
Okay, so it doesn't lower his shield. So all right.
Yeah, no. Only if I had all my strength.
Well, he failed, so there's a good thing for you.
I got 59, so I succeeded.
Okay, so normal attack versus a failed is a regular damage, I think. Hold on a minute. Normal attack versus failed parry. Normal damage, and he takes damage. So roll a hit location and roll your damage, my dude.
So let's see. Hit location. Who would have ever guessed?
A leg.
Right leg.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
The legs
Okay,
begin.
roll your damage.
I might take the leg though. Oh, I'm taking that leg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! Sill's
I'm
gonna be so
taking that
proud.
leg. I got math. Sorry. That is 13 points of damage to the right leg.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. That's more than the entirety of his hit points. So you cut deep into the... You actually come down and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm going to hit the leg again. He gets his shield up because you're bigger than him. And you think like, he's like, oh, he's going to come down on my head.
Take half the hip bone
wrong.
too. Just right
you
through.
go right. You just like take the hip bone and part of the crotch area. Erenina would be proud.
Fucking wrecked.
And his leg and his best parts of him fall one way and he falls the other way and he's dead.
Youch.
End of him. Sill will do. Yeah.
Still gonna maul the nearest incoming guy to me and Sill.
You do have Sill stats, right?
Cat butt cameo.
I do.
Because I don't. Okay, cool. Because I don't have them. All right.
Did you finally write them down?
Going for it. I got him. I get him. Where's my other D10? There it is. Okay. Oh fuck, that's not good. She rolled a 99. It's not good.
We have Amber. I'm
gonna re-roll that.
So many re-rolls.
Yeah, we have re-rolls.
Yeah, like
he succeeded with his shield to parry, but see what you do with your reroll.
No, get out of there.
That is a 30, which is a hit, regular hit.
Okay. So regular hit, regular parry. Yeah. Normal damage. That's weird because this is a natural attack. Normally, the defender's parrying weapon takes a point of damage. That's interesting.
She just get bopped in the face.
She gets basically. Basically, she gets booped in the face. Normal attack versus normal parry. Yeah. So. If the damage exceeds okay, I got it. Never mind. Yeah. So if the damage goes over the weapon or the shield, it gets through to the hit location. So roll your damage and let's see if it gets through to the shield. Yeah. Basically, she bites the
shield, maybe shield arm, maybe like.
Yeah, Kent. Look at what Kung Fu Fender said in chat too, because your size.
I actually just looked that up myself. I do get an extra D6 of damage.
Damn, bro.
6 damage.
6? Wow. All right. So the shield has more hit points than that. So he manages to like water face off. She gets popped in the face with the shield.
1 damage?
No damage.
Oh, okay.
She gets a very hard nose boop. A very hard nose boop to from a shield.
Aww.
But I think you were at 6 and then Bryn was at 6. So we'll do you first, Rue, and then we'll do Bryn. Bryn's attacks.
I'm gonna shoot the fucker who just bopped my sister.
All right. Arissa, were you doing anything this round?
Arissa's only plan is to basically just like kind of live with Kymrese, kind of stand back, get ready to heal on demand.
Yeah.
Which you see, which is basically that's what Ernal Desta is doing as well.
Yep.
Minareth kind of has a staff ready, like he can fight, but he looks like he'd probably suck at it. And Orleron's just like kind of like doing some very like Zen thing.
Our little monk.
Yeah. How'd you do, Rue?
I just fucking wrecked the guy who bopped my sister. 2 critical. Might be a super critical. I don't know. Critical. I think it's just right. It's a critical.
Okay. Go for it.
Critical.
So that's double damage.
Fuck this guy.
We don't have enough of these. We do not have enough of these combats to remember all this shit. Hold on a minute. Special. It's an impale, right? Impaling damage is double normal damage. So that's an impale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 11, 12, 13. 13.
We want to hit him, and how do you want this to go? Because he's no more.
Like, right through an eye. Fuck that guy.
He's like, he boops you see him, he's like, ha, stupid dogs. like arrow through his eye, out the back of his helmet, and he just kind of topples over.
Fuck you.
Bryn,
Yes.
you have and you have Ort. So
I'm gonna attack with my axe, and Ort's gonna headbutt or horn.
let's do Ort first because that's just hysterical. That he's gonna
Ort, okay.
yeet a guy with horns. Yeah.
He's got 35%.
All right.
Ooh. I'm also going to re-roll that. Just one time. Which
I feel like
23.
I'm going to keep this to myself.
Regular success.
Present. I just got a new gift idea for Bryn.
Oh.
Regular success. Damn.
All right. It's a fucking elk, so I don't see how I'm gonna. He's gonna try to dodge it. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's just see if he can do that. I'm just gonna assign him a random skill at that. And he rolled a 98, so he did not do that. So roll damage for your elk boy.
So Ort does 26 points of damage.
How do you want Ort to kill this man?
He bobbed when he should have weaved.
Yeah.
Maybe he just like horns him against the cliff and kind of drags him a little bit against that.
He can chuck him because you're on a slope down. Like if he chucks you one way, he's taking a trip down.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Just boom, fling, and then blood and a few entrails.
Two guys are running
like a streamer.
He gets caught like a really bad slice of horn like underneath the armor, which tears him up. Some of his guts hang out.
Opens his belly. The guts fall out like streamers.
He gets chucked down the hill, and there's like a nice streamer of intestines as he falls, and you hear a nice thuddy splat down below.
Honestly, that's like I know it's not. No, God, remind me. What is his species?
He's an elk.
He's an elk.
I love what you have just typed so much.
So what I'm saying is it's not this. It's very close to being symbolic of getting like desecrated, like the stag fucking people up.
Yes, it very is. It's like, extremely symbolic of the stag. Yes, it absolutely is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bryn, you get to axe the other guy.
And then me.
You guys are doing really good. There's not many of these guys left.
Yeah.
We are fucking destroying them.
My axe? Wow, I fail. I got a 92.
Would you like a reroll? We have so fucking many.
Okay, why not? Why not? I've used 2 rerolls now. One for me and one for Ort. That is a success. It's a regular success.
He failed his shield, so you get him. Roll a hit location
like
and damage.
Your healer wants you to do well in combat.
It is.
So she's encouraging you to do good.
But I am little, so I do 4 points of damage.
To where? Roll your hit location. Let's see where you go.
16 arm, left arm.
He has an arm wound now. a slight arm wound. You kind of nick him a little bit through his leather vamrets on his arm. So 7 rolls around. There are 4 of them with spears. One for Rue, one for Des, the one you just nicked.
Yo.
And one for Syl. That's what we're going to do. Let's do Syl first.
All right.
He's trying to spear Syl.
No, I assume Syl gets to dodge.
He failed.
She also failed her dodge.
So nothing happens. It's derpy. He tries to like stab her, but slips a little bit, and she's kind of like jumping around a little bit. It's very awkward, but she doesn't get hurt, so that's the good thing.
Aww.
She's like she's distracted. She's like going for the stick. She's like,
we'll do you then. That is a 17.
Ow! I will try to dodge.
Yeah.
70. That's a failure. That's okay. I'm running protection. Let's see what happens.
So hit location is going to be 16.
Well, that wasn't a failure by a lot.
16 left arm.
Ow.
And the damage is going to be... Oh, that's the wrong dice.
Roll low.
1d6. 3 points of damage. So you have, because you have armor up, plus you have armor there, right?
Yep, I've got protection running, and I have the armor in the hit location, which is 3 already. So 3, then 2, I get 5.
So, all right, he comes with the spear at you, but that spell blocks it.
Yeah.
And Des, the bravest of these guys is coming after you.
All right.
The bravest.
Oh, fuck.
Make sure you kill him,
bro.
especially horribly.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
no.
5, which is not a special, though. It's a special, it's not a critical. So you got a special attack.
Okay.
So he's going to stab you in the gut, and then you're just going to grab him with your bare hands and pull both of his arms off.
I mean, that's still pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty bad. Yep. I'm going to parry it, which is using my melee, right?
Yeah, you can use your axe. Yep.
Oh, nice.
I got a regular success.
Okay, so normal parry versus a special attack. Attacker rolls special damage. Defender's parrying weapon takes damage over its hit points. So what are the hit points for your axe? Do you have that written down, any chance? If you don't, I
do.
Sweet.
I have... My axe has 8 hit points.
Okay, so I'm going to roll 2d6 here.
Is your axe about to explode?
Oh.
I mean, if it does, that means you have to fight him with your
bare hands.
With your bare hands.
So, hey, guess what? Right leg, Kent.
Oof.
Okay.
So, but not too bad. So the damage. Wow,
Wait,
dude.
Is it enchanted?
I rolled 3, so 5 damage on the special. So that's pretty weak. You did parry it. So how much damage? How much hit points does your axe have?
My axe has 8 hit points.
Okay,
No.
it has 7, but it absorbs all the damage, but now it's damaged from getting whacked.
You should have just parried with your chest, man. You're running bear hide.
With the same amount of damage going to adjacent location. So yeah, nothing goes through. I think I did that correctly.
Amber, oh yes, just parry with your titties. Like what?
Bump that axe right off.
The thing is, like, how much damage did he do?
He did 5 or 6. I'm sorry, 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, does bear hide not make you immune to the weapon damage?
No, it doesn't make me immune.
It buffs your armor.
Oh, okay.
Though.
Mine makes
It buffs
me
my
immune.
armor.
It's magical.
Yeah.
I think
Pure
yeah,
metal.
I think,
Yeah.
think
That would have,
Wolfie.
Yeah.
Last but not least is I haven't rolled the guy to attack you, right? No, he hasn't.
Correct.
Nope. All right. He's going to try to stab you while you're up on. He can only mostly just hit you in the leg, though, so that's good because you're on top of an animal. So
He does have a spear, though.
He misses, though. He did miss, but are you blocking, defending?
I was gonna block with a shield.
Yeah, roll just for the heck of it.
Just slap that spear away.
By the way, mark successes that you have. I didn't say this before.
Oh, yeah.
Mark those successes. And I should have made Kymrese roll his spells, but I didn't. But he has like 100% chance to succeed anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Should I be marking successes for Syl, too?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
I should have had you roll to do your rune spells, too, but I completely, whatever.
I forgot.
That's right.
Whatever.
That's right. I forgot about that. I got a 62. I succeed on my shield.
All right. Well, he failed because he rolled a 65, but he has to also add 15 to that because of your shimmer, because you're harder to hit.
Yes.
So he pokes at you, and he's really not close to you, but he kind of bopped the spearhead away anyway with your spear. Rue, you've got a guy right on you. I'd rule you can still take a step back and shoot him because that would be within 12. But then next round, this guy's on top of you. You're not going to be able to shoot him with a bow.
It's okay because I'm going to kill him this round.
Okay.
That's my plan.
So I'll give you
step back
that.
and take a shot.
Yeah, the real close range Legolas shot to the eye.
Yep. Regular hit.
He's going to try to dodge that because, oh wait, He can't
Is
because he
he?
already did stuff. He can't. Never mind.
2 damage. 2 hit location. Left arm.
Pings off his armor.
Nah.
Back to the top of the round then. They all go at 7. So Kent is a 6. Bryn is a 6.
I'm also
Kent
7.
is a 5. 5. Jess is okay. Bryn is a 7. Rue was
I
you
am.
have to change weapons, so that would
Yes. Whatever it takes to change weapons, and then my
So that's
strike rank with the weapon. It's
5.
5. So I go on 5, 6, 7 with the broadsword.
Okay, so you're going to go at the same time as him. What about Syl?
Syl is I just murdered her guy. Is there another guy next to her right now?
Nope, there's 2 of them standing around looking very confused.
She's gonna come and maul the guy that I am fighting.
Okay. What rank did she? So she might go first because she goes
her
before
attack
you.
is strike rank 6.
6. All right, so Kent Descar is first out of everyone.
Okay. I'm going to.
You see this guy?
Hi.
Yes. Oh, Orissa, I'm sorry. Is there anything you would like to do? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify a confusion because I know there was a lot of like, how much damage did Kent take damage, or did his shield?
So he managed to parry it. The damage he had, the person, because it was a special attack, they rolled double damage. They just rolled a really shitty roll. The damage didn't go past his axe.
Okay. I was confused about that.
So weapons and stuff have hit points. So when you parry with them, like if the axe had 6 hit points and the guy had rolled a 12, he had rolled like really good. The axe would have absorbed 6 of the damage, taken a point of damage because it got notched up, but also 6 would have transferred on to Descar.
Okay. Then no,
Right.
I don't have anything I want to do right now.
So as of right now, nobody is hurt. You're pretty much kicking the crap out of these people.
They're being massacred. It's amazing. Fuck these guys.
Up on the hill, it is going very poorly also for them. You see that Kalir has killed the captain, has her head and is just like holding it up. And and people are like, the rest of them are trying to run, and she's like, no survivors, and this is basically a mop up.
All the minions are springing out of trees and shit. Guys are getting lifted into trees, then just blood is pouring down.
Yeah.
You don't see Lonson, but you hear Lonson.
Right. All right, Des, roll for it. This guy's going to try to block with his shield.
What are you doing?
If you're attacking him, I'm assuming you are. I'm sorry.
Yes, I am.
He fails again.
Ooh, that is a 39 out of 72.
That'll do it. Roll to see where you hit and roll your damage.
Hit location. Ooh, I think I got an arm. Yep, I got the left arm.
Take the whole thing.
All right, roll your damage.
17 damage to the left arm.
What left arm?
Yeah. So again, you cut him. It's like not so much his arm as the shoulder.
Yeah.
And it right through this. Even though this Linthorax armor is it's layers of cloth glued, so super super hard. But you go right through it and deep into his chest, and he's just
split him with red pine.
Pretty much. He just kind of falls down and apart again. He gets torn apart. His bravery did not pay off.
Beautiful.
Amber, I need you to know that I don't know why, but my brain finished your sentence with wet pie instead of wet pine.
Wet pie.
I was gonna be so confused.
I thought she was going for wet pie too. I had
okay, thank you.
I heard
corn dog effect.
the PI, and I had the corn dog effect. I'm like, wet pie? Yeah, I mean, I guess
he's got an axe. He's a lumberjack. Lumberjack.
Yeah.
On this week's episode of all the DMs are hungry.
Pie, corn dog.
I think next up would be Syl, right?
6. Anybody lower than 6?
Yeah, 6 is 6, and then
She
7
will
is
attempt to
7 is
maul this
everyone
guy.
else. Okay, go to Maul and
She got a 13. She mauls him.
he's concentrating on you, so I'm going to say he's not dodging. So yeah, go for roll for hitting and damage.
Ha! All right, that is 9 damage to hit location 2. Right leg. She just as he's taking a step and the leg is coming up, she just grabs his calf.
That's exactly what happens. It's like big wolf, just like we goof on Syl for being a goof, but she's a big wolf. Bites right down on this guy, takes him down, and he's like just kind of like mauling him. She's gonna finish it. I mean, you can like step in and make it like, end it, but I mean, he's done for.
She's having fun.
Yeah, she's having fun. All right. He's not going to get to go. He's not going to go. Bryn will let you go, even though you're going at the same time as your guy, but he will technically have a chance at you.
Okay.
Or has a chance at him too if you want.
Yeah. Why not? Ort will do a bite attack. I'll do Ort first.
Okay.
Ort also grabs his leg and just starts shaking him like he's copying Syl, his hero.
That's.
No, Nightclaw. No, he didn't. Nightclaw has just been sitting and watching as cats do.
Nightclaw's chilling next to Kyrese.
There's like a Lunar who's just like crawling, and Nightclaw sitting just a foot away, like watching him.
Just bap, just getting like the bap to the head.
Yep.
Wow, I am rolling so bad.
Everything that Winnie was doing in front of me and biting my hand, that's what Nightclaw was.
There's a guy crawling, he's reaching for a sword that's poised on the edge of the cliff, and Nightclaw just pushes the sword over the edge of the cliff.
She started doing that now.
Just like
she started pushing stuff off of tables. The little
cats
fucker.
Fucking love that. I don't know why, but it's adorable.
Be gone.
Both my stuff failed.
Okay.
And you will love them more for it.
He's gonna attempt to stabbinate you.
I will shield.
That is a 12, so that is a special success on his part.
I succeeded with my shield.
Regular success?
Regular success.
Okay, do you happen to know your shield's hit points?
It is 8.
Okay, so he's going to roll special damage, and we see if he gets over 8, it's still going to go through to your arm, because it's your shield arm.
Okay.
That has the damage. So... Oh, wait. No, it's not a special success. It's a regular success because I have to add 15 because you're shimmer. Yeah. So, all right, you block it.
Hey.
Yeah.
She does know how to fight. Look at her go.
You two are the last people up. Although Des and Rue do go ahead are quicker than you if they want to come over and finish this guy off. Orisa, do you want to do anything?
She's just gonna take a look at the allies, see if anyone's injured, see if the little spirit's doing its job.
Close to you is injured. Kalir appears to be covered in blood, but none of it is hers. And so things are looking pretty good.
Yep.
As far as you can tell, you're a little far away, but it seems okay. I mean, you're sure that you're going to be able to put the healing spirit to use later. Some people must have gotten hit, but
no, but she's just gonna keep her eyes out, keep defending.
So
I
the
am
situation.
Gonna steal Bryn's kill.
Well, there are also 2 guys just standing there in a daze.
Stealing Bryn's kill is better.
Okay.
Hey, I got this one.
I'll race you. And then Discard and I just glance at each other and start running toward Bryn. She's like, no.
I was just going to say, I attacked them both.
True. Discar and Rue, just like the epitome of brothers.
It is just like my character in our home game.
Fucking kill-stealing asshole. He truly is.
Are we on the same strike rank, Discar?
No, Discar goes first.
I'm first.
Shit. Okay. Guess you probably get there before me.
I believe Discar goes first. He's on 5.
Yeah, he's at 5, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
Those
I'm at 5, do melee combatants don't get an extra attack round in
if you can fit it into the round. So you attack on 5.
Yep.
So actually you can do it if you can fit it into the round, but you also have to split your like
That's what
attack
it was. I was like,
so
I
it's
could
70
attack like a million times.
So it's 70.
At
so
10%.
it's like right, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep,
You split your
You
percentage.
split your percentage. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
people
Gotcha.
who are really really good with their weapons do it. Right. You have
That
to be
makes
very
sense.
highly skilled to be able to do it. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I have like a 35% chance to hit.
I like that.
But okay,
Not
yeah,
bad.
it's good to know.
35 's
Yeah,
pretty
I like
good.
those
Yeah.
odds.
I mean, well, you would say that's moderately skilled. Oh, Kung Fu Fender says right. It also has to be above 100. So you have to
almost.
be
Oh, okay.
almost there. Yeah.
Oh.
I knew there was something else I was missing because it's RuneQuest and it's
We'll
crunchy.
get there though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever. It's really no more crunchy than D&D. It's just like not as ingrained. But
That's
yeah.
right.
It's less crunchy than Pathfinder, more crunchy
That is
than 5e.
100% the truth. Yeah.
Initiative is crunchier here. Like
It
initiative
is.
initiative.
Initiative's-
like literally every other game.
Honestly, so glad I'm playing the pacifist character for this fucking kind of a game.
Like anybody hurt? No.
Sweet.
The thing
my
is,
job.
well, we're interrupting things here, but Strike Rank's like, I kind of like it because it's like, it's not as rigid with like what you can fit into a round. It really depends on what it's like, this is how much time you have and this is how long it takes
How
to do
fast
things.
you move,
And you
yeah.
you can fit as much stuff as you can in it. I like that aspect of it. However, it's like when you start going outside of like your standard like stuff that your character does, you're like, okay, so wait, so it costs this to do this. And yeah, that slows things down, but whatever. All right, Kent.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna go and slice that dude in half.
Roll, man. He sees you coming, and he's going to get his shield up, which will give someone else an advantage against you. But
me, you'll miss, and then I'll have the advantage, and I'll kill him, and I'll save Bryn.
I got a 61.
he rolled a 69, which is a failure.
Nice.
But I just want to note that he rolled a 69.
Can we get some 69s in chat, people? Let's
69.
go.
Hey.
Well, I have a redeem thing that's 69. Brings me great joy. This is what I do with my mod powers, you guys.
All right, Kent.
All right, let's see where I cleave this dude.
I mean,
sorry, there are two guys. No, he's the only guy left. Yeah, I'm sorry. Why did I have a 2 left? Yeah, I didn't mark off.
Look at this. Look at this flood of 69s. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Hey. A flood of 69s. Giggity.
I have no shame. This is glorious.
7. Left leg.
Another left leg.
Another left leg.
There are shocking, like, chest is just a 12. Like,
Yeah.
there's no range. It's like it's one of the largest parts of your body. That's crazy to me.
I know. It's well, because when you think about it, though,
I know you're trying to guard your chest.
If you're trying to guard it, it's harder, right? If you're guarding it with your limbs.
Your limbs, the legs get hit an awful fucking lot for something that's like not.
You think what you miss, and like I don't know. I'm just going with logic here. You miss and whack the leg, or you just.
Well, yeah. The
Discar is like 8 feet tall and somehow is hitting people's.
I know. I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm like full.
Maybe
it is a really good. I know from fencing, it is a really good move to come down and at the last minute you kind of like scooch your wrist over and like whack on the side. You're just doing that like in the leg.
As a fake out a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a fake out. So yeah, all right, man. So 7 and how much damage?
7.
7 damage.
7 damage. I rolled like all 2s.
That'll do it. You wound him enough that he's done for. Leaving only 2 very befuddled people who, if you do nothing about...
I mean, we should capture them.
I'll
go over there, kick them down, and step on them, and
I think
disarm them or whatever.
I will kill them.
But we can interrogate them. We need intel. You have to think smart. I'm going to run there before my murder hobo almost girlfriend kills these people with valuable intel.
Then I attack Discar instead.
So...
Stealing the kill.
Right. So Enrin just comes back and offs one as you guys are standing there trying to decide what to do.
Don't kill him!
Right. So Bryn, how fast is Orc?
Orc,
He is an elk.
He has movement 12.
I think that's faster than Rue.
Where's my movement? Where do I find my speed?
You're not faster than an elk.
I'm pretty fast.
No, I think we're 8.
Is it Dex? Should it be Dex?
I think it's 8. Most peeps
Most
are 8.
people are 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
God,
So
Oh,
Bryn,
fuck.
I'm just gonna, and for the sake of argument, Bryn, you get there first. You can do what you wish.
I kill him.
I am yelling, don't kill him, just so
I
you
kill
know.
him.
You kill him. You kill him before Enrin can get to him, and she's kind of like gives you the nod of approval. As everyone is cleaning up, everybody's dead on the other side.
What the fuck?
The queen said, the prince said, take no prisoners.
They can be temporary prisoners. You can kill them after you interrogate them.
I'm gonna go look for more.
They know things about other troop movements. We could have found out how they found out we would be here. We might have a traitor back somewhere. Like, how are we gonna know?
It's so funny. It's so funny because like these are Orlanthe, and Rue is so not Orlanthe.
I'm just like yelling these things. How are we gonna find out how they found out
And
we
they're
would be
all
here?
like,
They might have
"Fuck
a traitor.
yeah!" It's like,
Arissa's just gonna quietly call the little healing spirit to her and have it like take a walk with her to make sure everyone's okay.
a few Thanes are wounded. But he's like, well, I can handle it myself, Lady Arissa. Thank you.
Like, does the healing spirit come with me and like help?
Yes, you have a little butterfly flap around. But yeah, she can. The spirit can heal a couple of the dudes before you dismiss it.
Yeah. She thanks it. And
I
gives it a
assume
little
everybody's
blessing.
super dead, but I am gonna check for people who are barely surviving and see if I can possibly save one.
Unfortunately for you, so are other
dead.
people. Jorganath is there, actually. He is a sword of Humak, that is being noted in chat. But everybody's dead.
God damn.
Everybody's very dead.
I'm just turning people over like dead. Fuck. This guy doesn't even have a head. Fuck. He's dead. No leg. Fuck.
A few, you do manage to find a few who are like almost dead, but they bleed out. Like
I'm like, Arissa, and then he's like, I'm like, never
pretty
mind.
much. That's exactly what happens.
You squishy putsy shits.
Can't even take one semi axe, soft axe hit to the leg.
Fuck. Ruth's pretty upset that he can't find out how they found out that they were here.
Gordon and like the other people are like looking at you, Des, like.
Christian, don't make that face, because that's like the hey, me and my girlfriend saw you from across the bar. We thought you looked interesting.
That's hey, listen. Orlanthe are very open people, okay?
I'm gonna punch him. I had it.
I feel nothing.
It's actually true.
I like
I don't know how much my regular fists do.
Well, with your weapon, what is your max damage?
My max damage with my weapon, my best weapon would be 11, but usually it's a 10.
Yeah, because you have no damage bonus because you're small, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
because I'm so little, I don't have a damage bonus.
Yeah. So
okay,
like that,
I got Ort, who does 76.
Well,
Yeah.
Ort is the damage bonus. Yeah, you're gonna have to like start charging stuff and doubling your damage.
Bonus is my elk.
Yes.
No, seriously though, charges are nasty because so let's say you use the spear, you attack with the spear, although I would rule King Fenris as a lance. I would give it to you with a spear too because I'm cool. You add the animal's damage bonus to your lance attack.
Oh, okay.
That's
cool.
terrifying.
That's
I
cool.
love it.
So like that's why like the bison tribe and the rhino tribe from Prax are fucking terrifying. Because like I think a rhino is like 5d6 damage bonus or something.
Imagine
like that.
actually trying to use a lance
that's
from
what
the
my
back of a
grandma
rhino,
had.
and like you hit your opponent and it just destroys your arm because physics and all.
Yeah.
I feel like a rhino's got to be more because Ort does 76.
7? All right, so it must be more then.
So yeah, and so a rhinoceros must be like a lot.
That's what my grandma had.
A
A
rhino?
rhino?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But then it got taken, and then she got disowned from her tribe.
That's my aunt. or my great aunt, or something like that.
So now covered in blood, like Baldur's Gate characters.
Yep.
You return home unless anyone has anything else they want to say. Here I do here.
I mean, we should search them. Maybe one of them has some kind of instructions that we can't read.
That is being done. People are searching.
The Lunars have been...
And weapons and armor are being reacquired for the use of the Fjord.
Rue's pretty upset right now. He's like, God damn it, you couldn't wait 30 seconds.
The Lunars have been scouting all around this area. This isn't the first time
this isn't a scouting party. This is a 30-person. This is like a strike force.
They've been moving all throughout here.
This is too many people to be a scouting party. They didn't happen upon us. They were waiting. They knew.
They always seem to find her one way or another, says Wallerant.
Well, we might be able to narrow down some of the ways if we could interrogate a survivor.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're discreet-looking people, says the man who's covered in dragon tattoos and bald with green eyes.
Looks at the bear man currently.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But if they saw you directly, you probably would have also seen them. Ergo, somebody said to them that you passed through somewhere, and that is how they followed you.
Oh, I completely agree with you.
And we could have found out who said.
Likely someone from a city or a sympathizer. The towns and roads are filled with them.
I just stare at this guy like he's not getting it.
No, I understand what you're saying, but what you don't understand, because you live in a mountain village, is that most of the cities have given up on this. And the merchants on the road have given up on this. And some of the innkeepers have given up on this.
Between here and the nearest city, and they knew which one you were coming to.
I don't believe they knew she was here. I believe they were just here. Looking for rebels.
We'll never know.
We can always talk to the spirits of the dead.
Can we? Is that a thing?
Do it, Ken. I mean, it's not easy, but they can do it.
I am going to follow their trail a ways.
So you're going to break off from the main group?
Yeah. I tell them I'll meet you back at the village, and I'm going to go off with Syl, and I'm going to see a ways if I can find where they were camping. Yeah. You know, like, this is a unit of 30 people. Their trail should be relatively easy to follow.
How far do you want to take that, and does anyone want to go with her?
Descara would go.
Orisa would, but she also knows she would slow them down, so she does not volunteer.
So what's happening is some time is being taken to clean this up.
Yeah.
Armor and weapons are being stripped. Corpses are being dumped in discrete places. So that's going to be going on for a while. In the meantime, I'm going to say that Enrin will come with you too. Because you notice that Kalir's kind of giving her dirty looks, and she's like, scouting I'll go with you.
Is she going with us because Kalir doesn't trust us, or I'm just gonna ask once we're away? Were you said because Kalir doesn't trust us, or because
Oh no, I chose to come with you.
She just needs a little space.
Right.
Yeah.
The vibes. Okay.
Yeah.
Rue, failure of the vibes.
Roll a track check if you want.
See.
Did you mark, by the way, did you mark all your successes from combat? Everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. And Orisa,
Yes.
no, I think you're good because I forgot to make you roll to cast the spell, so I can't give you that check. Sorry.
We keep not getting better at spells, but it doesn't matter because we keep not having to roll to cast.
Yeah.
In all fairness, you would have just rolled your harmony thing and probably succeeded anyway.
Yeah,
I
my
just
harmony
lost
is
a die.
like 88.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I know Troy's power for his character is like 19, so he's literally rolling like 100 at 100%, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But
Regular success.
Okay. It's not hard to find 30 people's tracks. So you find them. going down into
Ooh.
they came like over the mountain like the hard way, and you see it kind of zigzagging back and forth, basically almost like they were just kind of like wandering around on patrol.
Okay. God damn it. I'm gonna track them until I find the first place they camped, at least. So,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that's not too far because
I mean, it's 30 people. They move slower than small units.
Yeah,
so.
and also it's like kind of like they met you in the morning, so it's not too far away. Yeah, I mean, you find like a little clearing.
I'll look around and make sure nothing was left behind.
Nope, they were taking very good care of covering their tracks.
All right.
You recognize, like, once the battle was over, you recognize the armor, and they were what's called the Slave Wall Regiment. So they're a Tarshite regiment from the city of Slave Wall. Live up to their name, known for taking slaves. But they're a light foot regiment. So kind of like scouting. They're kind of like scouts anyway. So if you were going to send people on patrol, these are the guys. If you would just like go wander around and try to find, they would call them bandits or terrorists. You would call them rebels. These are the guys you would send out to do it.
All right. Fine. I'm satisfied now. Could have saved myself a trip if we interrogated a prisoner, though. Salty about this. All right. So I'll head back.
You eventually
roll in later than the others.
Yeah, a little later, but not that much later. Because again, it takes a long time to like kind of clear that all up of people. They have to get people from the village to come up and carry. You got 30 dead people to deal with, so that takes a while. It's not like they have any bulldozers to do like a quick mass grave or anything, so they have to, take some time, right? Beep, beep, back them up. To just feed them to their pigs, I guess. I don't know.
You know what? We really should.
Feed them to Niskara's 13
It's a lean
bulls.
winter.
Feed them to hogs. So you get there maybe a little later than but not as much as late as you think. You kind of arrive with the main group, bro. I'm going to say, because power of the plot, speed of the plot.
Power of the plot. Excellent.
Yeah, power of the plot. So everyone,
fast
you kind of, you get back to, you fast as fuck, boy. You get back to the main hall. And a very wary joiner lets you in. I'll say you are amongst the last to get there, though. And, they're all in the main hall.
Thank you.
What happened? What's going on?
We were intercepted by a small detachment of Lunars. It was no trouble.
Okay.
You could say the word patrol.
They're all in the main room.
You can say scouting party. Shut up, this guy.
They're in the main room.
I'll head in.
We
will not say the word patrol.
You get in just as you walk in. You see a helmet just like fly across the room and clatter, and it's Gordangar's, and he's like sitting on his throne just like this.
Uh-oh.
And he's like, "They're gonna come for us now. It's inevitable. It was inevitable since Earth season, but now it's inevitable. And that scum Kangal won't do anything. Oaths and all, he won't do anything." And Kalir, for the first time that you've been around her, you see her soften a little bit. And she walks up and kind of puts a hand on his shoulder, and he goes, "They're powerful, Chief, but they're not. Their resources are not infinite. A lot of their forces are at Whitewall, and we intend to keep them there as long as possible. I know my history, and I know that once upon a time, your people burned their houses and they left to flee a dragon.
I was just going to suggest that.
You should do the same now to flee a bat. Send the women and children and all those who can't fight to live with their kin and other clans. The deer folk will take those who want to fight." And Gordagon kind of, "I will think about it. I will think about it, Prince, but I know I and my people will not surrender our homes without the honor of taking at least a little of their blood.
We just got 30.
And she smiles at him. And she goes, that's why Orlanth blesses you with, Lord. Well, some food. I'm sure you're going to be leaving soon. So some food is brought out. Erenina sees you, she's like, what the fuck? Just across the room, she gives you like the what the fuck, the silent like what the fuck.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, you do.
What the fuck? I just sighs. Rune's gonna wait until there's an appropriate moment to approach Gordengar, but he is going to talk to him.
Probably later on. Is there anything else? Anybody? You basically have the whole crew of Kylir's people. If there's anything you want to say to them, most of the ring is here too. If there's anything you want to say to any of them, any of you guys,
wash some of the blood off.
Water is brought in for that. You're also given warmed up clear wine with some honey in it to kind of get the cold off you because it's been a rainy, shitty day. And some food is brought out too for everyone. While you're eating, Bryn, Lonson comes over. Kind of sits next to you. Bops you. I saw you there.
I did good.
You did.
The elk did better.
You did.
It's true. I failed like twice.
It happens. So unless anyone else has anything to say to anyone,
I think so.
Gordengar first.
Kalir and her group get ready to go. And
They're leaving. That makes sense.
Wait, are you telling us where we're going next?
Before you go,
when I see them packing up, I will walk over to them. I'm like,
she walks right up to you guys.
yeah, I was gonna say, not like we have to go to the other locations.
But there's a little bit more respect in her eyes this time than there was last time when she looked you guys up and down. And she says to you, the road before you stretches into darkness. The road before all of us stretches into darkness. But so did the road before Orlanth before he set off on the quest to bring back the light. We all have different paths to take, but we will meet again. Our threads have been woven together. I know we will meet again.
You're not going to tell us where the first location is?
No, I will handle that. You keep safe the peace you have. Walks out.
Rue's not going to say anything, but he's going to look at her like, I don't know about that.
Walks out.
Okay.
You're left in the hall. If you want to talk to Gordengar, you can. Rue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Head over to him when there's an appropriate moment where I can talk to him without being overheard too much.
Just kind of like this, like head in hand.
I'll walk over and just kind of stand beside him at his shoulder. Kalir is right.
I know.
But we should dig steak pits first.
Sacred time is only a few weeks away. We can't leave before then.
The Lunars know about sacred time. That'd be the time they'd attack.
No, they celebrate it too. They do, actually.
Would that stop them?
Actually, it would.
Would it really? Okay.
everything stops during sacred time.
Does the bat stop during sacred time?
Yes, because because if you don't do this is the lore. If you don't do the sacred time rituals, the world will literally not be reborn.
Oh, and they believe that too. Okay.
They believe that. So like you stop what you're doing and you do your sacred time rituals. So once that's over, The roads will clear. We'll get people moved out as much as possible. I'm still not ready for all of us to leave, though. I can't just let that fucker come here and find an empty steads without us here to...
No. A booby trap stead.
He stands up and he like claps your shoulder. But you're not little, so you don't move, even though Aranina makes fun of you. You're actually probably a little taller than Gordangar. But he looks at you and he goes, that wouldn't be honorable, would it?
I'm less concerned with honor than I am with winning.
I'm not. And then he walks off with his drink.
Fuck, he's gonna get us killed. He's gonna get us killed. Okay. Fuck. Bruce saying fuck a lot today. His hands on hips fuck like a lot today.
But, Aranina comes over to you then, outside. And she's like, what was that all about?
Gordangar's being proud at the expense of others.
Well, he's a man, but I mean, that's, violence is always an option.
I have given a violent sub option, and he didn't like it.
What was it?
Booby trap the stead when we leave.
Oh, yeah, but you gotta fight them.
That is fighting.
No,
it's
like
just
really
clever
fight them.
Fighting. I'm sure we'll get another chance. It's not going to be that easy, Aranina.
I know, but you know how they think.
I'm going to set some fucking traps in the woods. I don't care what people say. I'm going to set some traps. I'm going to get me some lunars.
By the way, I got 4.
Fuck yeah.
How many did you get? I think 2.
I think, 2. Yeah.
You get in there. She claps you. Well, when she claps you, you do.
Nah, Aranina's too swole for me. Also, I refuse to completely be rigid when Aranina. I feel like that's going to provoke a fight, and I don't want to fight her.
You roll with the punch because you want to be like, oh yeah, okay. If anybody has anything else, now's the time. If not, that's where we'll stop.
I feel like we're not moving fast enough. I feel like they're going to beat us here.
Who, the Lunars?
Yes.
They should come here. Or not that they should come here, but we shouldn't leave.
No, we are leaving.
No, we shouldn't leave.
We have to leave.
Thank you, Raz. We're actually wrapping up right now, but thank you for staying. First time with us. Thank you.
Woo!
Hope to see you again soon. Yeah. So yeah, we will leave that on that note, on a rainy, shitty, crappy kind of spring day, night.
Hey,
yeah, like storm
Christmas
season is like spring / storm season is a stormy, wet season. It's not really winter. It's cold and rainy, but it's kind of like
we're on the other end.
Think of like a couple months of March, right? That's what it's like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll pick up next time with Sacred Time.
Oh.
It's the holiday special.
The holidays. Yeah,
everything's going to be like jingle bells, and Bruce's going to be like, we're wasting time. We need to move. Presents being exchanged. Bruce outside digging a ditch and putting sharp sticks in the bottom.
Like
I mean, I don't think we're holding anyone here. Whoever wants to leave can probably leave. Well, now that the winter has passed and
once
the passages
Sacred Time is done,
up.
we're all leaving immediately.
So yeah, that's it. Sarah, take us away.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm taking this boat and rowing it down my river really quick. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us on this week's episode of DMs After Dark. So many people tonight. Chat was so alive tonight. It brought me so much joy. So I really appreciate it. And that's so much fun, especially as someone who just can vibe during combat. Getting to hang out with chat is very fun. If you enjoyed this session and you want to be notified when we go live, you can make a Twitch account and follow us here. We go live every other Friday at 7 p.m.-ish EST. And if you missed this video or missed the first part of it, every Twitch stream gets uploaded to our YouTube channel the following Monday. You can find us on all the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky now. Hey. We had a lovely viewer send us an invite code, so we are on Blue Sky. If you search for DMs After Dark, you will find us there. All that good stuff. You can also email us at dmsafterdark@gmail.com. As Christian said at the top of the stream, we've been getting a fuck ton of super nice emails lately. Just really great thoughts and just very, very nice people. So it's like super appreciated. We really
and Gilris says also, which is something we don't necessarily do a lot, but ask for a lot, is like reviews where the podcasts are found is also helpful. Like a 5-star review. We got like this awesome
great one, yeah.
review like this week, which was amazing. And yeah,
we are on pretty much really every podcast app. Wherever you like to listen to your podcast, take a look for us. All of our stuff is under DMs After Dark, whether it's the audio from our streams, any of the mini series that we have going on. Jess and Kent's last episode of Tangled Blessings just went up, so that if you want to do another series binge, that's a great short series to give it a listen. But yeah, we're on all the podcast apps. So go ahead.
Second to last episode. Last year.
It's our last school year, but we have our final battle left.
I got confused by the graphic. So catch up because there's one more.
Yes.
Perfect time to get caught up then.
Yeah, but we've also been getting like so many new downloads of our old stuff. So thank you so much for like people who have been checking out our other things. That's really, really awesome.
Every time someone in an email says they enjoyed Good Society, my heart grows 2 sizes that day. Specifically Good Society, my child. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We love you. Have a good night, everyone. And until next time, impale something with your local elk. Good night.
Stephen Graham Jones. Good night.
Stephen Graham Jones. Hey.